slowed it down like Macintosh Plus, and then it kind of Echo Jams actually came out exclusively on tape, but then people ripped it to the internet, and
that is a year.
That's how it ended.
A year of the vinyl collection.
We ended on.
You know what most amazed me about the amount of like hair growth and facial length growth in the time period. My beard was crazy short.
Well, there you go.
That was funny.
Yeah. That was
I did
good.
not see that coming.
Sorry it was so long, but that was a year's worth of clips of the vinyl collection right there for you guys.
That was a nice trip down memory lane there.
That was awesome.
I'd forgotten about the Led Zeppelin watermark. That was pretty neat. I forgot about that. That was cool.
That's right.
Yeah, Kevin's injury, which he denied, but there it is. So yeah, welcome to the vinyl collection. Thanks everyone for joining us. It's been a whole year we've been doing this craziness. Thank you so much for coming along with us. It's where we go through our record collection and see what's inside, take a look, see what surprises are inside. And we do it with a bunch of people that are friends and have a good old laugh at the same time. The show is evolving. You know, sometimes it's not just vinyl that shows up here. Chris Roberts can, he can bring all kinds of, he's brought like a telephone pole once. I don't know. He does wild stuff as well. So thank you. My name is Bill. I'll be your host. With me as always, we have Curtiss beside me. We got Kevin buried on Mars. We got Chris Roberts. We got Matt Bandy. These guys have been with us for the long haul. It's been a lot of fun. As you saw in the intro, I don't know if you'd call it an intro. It's almost 4 minutes long. That's what I was fighting with, try to get that file to fit in this program. That's why we're a little bit late. So my fault.
As we all know, if it's not 250 megabytes or whatever I was supposed to send you, Bill.
Yeah, it gave me that error, and I just went, ugh. And I went right to my editor. I actually cut that clip down. It was a little bit longer.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, thank you guys for being here. Thanks everyone in the chat for being with us. If you want to say hi in the chat, we're here to chat with you. It'll be a good time. Thanks for joining us on the 1 year extravaganza. I see Deke is here and Retro Nonsense is here. Chris Roberts was here like a day ago, and then we have him here for real. The surprises don't stop there. I have another surprise lined up for you guys. Are you ready this early on to have a big surprise?
It's too early here.
Yeah.
Chris Roberts like, are we on yet? I can tell you we have an actual real international star coming on the show. Can you believe that?
No.
International.
Okay. How about if I say it's Curtiss's way, 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 way better half, Leila Birch?
Hi.
Oh, what?
Hey.
Wow. Thank you for the intro. That was awesome. Not really true, but thank you.
Absolutely true.
No, very true. Very true.
Very nice to have you. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. I'm really excited to share my tapes and vinyl with you all. So this is going to be really fun.
How much better is her lighting than mine, huh? Isn't
Way
that funny?
better.
Bro.
Everything better.
I've been doing this for how
about
long?
her is better.
That is
Oh, God
true.
bless you.
That
Thank
is
you.
so true.
So where are you at nowadays, Leila?
I'm in the bedroom. So I'm about 6 feet or 10 feet away from Curtiss right now.
I like
Oh,
how
yeah.
you couldn't remember his name.
Yeah.
It was more the distance. So it's like, is he coming in? He was distracting. Yeah.
Ah. Oh.
That seems forced.
So you're back in America.
Yes, I am. Yes.
Nice.
Yes. So, but I do have the London Tube map behind me, which was a present from Curtiss that he did for me. So it makes me feel like home.
Had a frame that I didn't have anything in, and I found this towel that had the London Underground map on it, and I went and got a mat made.
What a guy.
Pretty proud of myself.
That
Yeah.
is a pretty big deal.
That's a romantic thing.
Yeah.
A
That's
tea
good.
towel
Well,
in a
I
frame.
thought maybe he just photocopied something for you and put it in a frame, but it sounds like he went the extra effort.
Yeah. No, you did well.
That's cool. All right. Well, I don't know where to go from here. I think the show should end because we can't get any better
Yeah,
than
we
this.
just-
This is
No, I want to show you my tapes. But
it. All right. Since you are our guest, and by the
Okay.
way, this is the vinyl collection finally breaking the gender barrier that these other guys put me in for all these many episodes. Finally,
awesome.
we have a girl on. It is so exciting.
And for the record, Deke, he's asking who's folding the laundry tonight. Girlfriend and I were folding the laundry minutes before this show started.
true.
Were we not? Were
Yeah.
we not?
We
We
really
didn't
were.
save it for the show.
Well, you know, what was I thinking? What was it was our 1 year anniversary. I didn't know if we had time. We would have time for that.
Okay, so I'll pass it right over to Leila to start. She can start
awesome.
any way she wants, either
right.
vinyl adjacent or right into it. It's totally up to you.
So I'm going to go vinyl adjacent, and I'm going to start off, with I'm going to, I guess, front load this because this is my favorite one that I'm going to share with you today. Okay, so I guess I have to explain. This is a tape that I got given when we were finishing an amazing night out, a nightclub, and they gave it to us when we were leaving. But just to kind of backtrack a little bit on that story. The time was it was the late 90s, and it was like handbag house and really cool garage. And we used to go to this place called Bagley's in London, and it was a warehouse with like 3 more warehouses inside. So I think each room had about 500 to 1,000 people capacity. It was massive. And it was just so interesting because you had the main room with the stage. And then if you didn't like that music, you could go into other rooms. You kind of never got bored. And downstairs, it was really strange. There was also a market. So you could just buy things made out, that people had crafted and things. So it was like you were at almost a festival. And then if you got too hot, you could go outside, and there was a bus and there was a bonfire, and which none of this stuff will be allowed today. I mean, it's against all health and safety regulations.
Yeah.
But,
you didn't hallucinate any of this?
No, it's all true. Literally all true. And
Was this live music, or was it DJs playing the stuff?
it was all DJs, but I'm pretty sure it was all records at the time, because this was club night between, weirdly enough, as you open it up, you find out that this was given to me on their first anniversary. So it's like serendipity that it's for this show, which is your first anniversary. So in here we have it's Freedom Ballroom flavors. So that was from one of the rooms. And then the other side has the Underground Vibes. And they're both mixed by different DJs, if you can see that. And then inside here, for ages, I'd lost this. So I didn't know what any of the songs were called. And I'd been looking them up online. I thought, well, I found this again. I just kind of looked inside. It has the list of all of the tracks, if you can see that. And then right here, it says it's a birthday gift. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Saying thank you at Bagley's.
For your
Yeah.
oral pleasure.
Wow.
Yeah, it was such a fantastic time. I mean, everything, I just finished school. I just graduated school. So everything was kind of bright and shiny, and opportunity was out there. And it was such an amazing summer. And we'd been to Bagley's quite a few times during the summer. And it was just this, I don't know, that point in life, where people make films about leaving high school and kind of going on and out into life. And you feel like the world is on your side, So for me, this is a lovely piece of nostalgia. So that's number one. Hope that
Nice.
was
Super
interesting.
rare, too.
Yeah, super rare. I don't know if anybody else would still have them, but and I have to say, go on.
It's house music?
It's more garage, garage on one side, and then probably a bit more housey on the other. Because that's what they used to do.
What's the difference between house and garage music?
Well, there's lots of different types of house, but garage is more kind of got that kind of thing going on. So it'd be like, ding, 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 ding. Are you ready?
This is garage.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, that would be.
Okay.
And all the garage girls, they used to dance like this, right? So this is when you knew you were a garage girl. everybody would do like this, and it would be really funny.
Oh, I could do that.
That is garage girl dancing.
So now give us an example of house. If that's
Well, I
garage.
liked handbag house mainly, which meant that you had vocals in it. You can go all the way to hard house, which bridges into techno as well. I'm not an expert on music, so feel free to correct me in the.
This is Matt Bandy level.
Yeah, you're going
sounding
full
like
Bandy.
Bandy right now.
Yeah. I used
So-
to go out to techno as well. I went to like a few things with Lost, like you might know Jeff Mills, things like that. Like that was amazing. They were really fun nights too. Because these kind of things, they'd go on till 7 a.m, so you could just get the tube home. It was great.
So sorry, garage doesn't have lyric or
Oh yeah,
vocals?
no, it does.
Oh. I'm just trying
if
to
you-
understand the difference.
You could look up like Flowers. That's a classic one. Burning Over You. Yeah, I would say those ones would be good for you to work out what garage is.
But I'm still trying to figure out Bandy's, like the difference between blood synth and dungeon metal and monster jams and all that.
Well, then you got hard house, you got handbag house,
Of course.
and you have all the different types of house. I mean, some of it's harder and really great, and other stuff is really like boppy, and you're singing around, and everyone's smiling, and it's great.
Wow.
For the record, we have to listen to this stuff a lot.
What do we have to? It's fun.
If you say so.
Yeah. Love Bug. If you look up Love Bug, that is a great example, I would say, of garage. And then if you compare it to something like, I'd say the kind of house that I liked was like that Sugar Daddy O, Sugar Daddy O, Sugar Daddy O. I would say that was kind of housey. Or Shine On, handbag house. All of you are like, I don't know.
I had no idea this existed.
So shall I go on to my next one?
Please.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So this is called Originals. I don't know. Sorry, there's a lot of. I'm gonna do it that way. Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the reason it's called Originals is because this is all the music that came out to the Levi's adverts in the UK. So I don't know if you saw any of these Levi's adverts. They had the best campaign that I think I've ever seen, that was just consistently phenomenal adverts. And they were all kind of, they had an edge of Americana in them, obviously because it's Levi's, right? And they had like, I'm mad about the boy, and all those kind of like fun, sensual things without being kind of skanky and weird, and the one with, what was it? It was the one where you had the washable jeans, and you just had this bloke who would go between swimming pools and things in different back gardens and like climb up things and go down. It was just fantastic. And the songs on here, I'm going to take it out, the covering. I mean, look at this for songs.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
those are big time.
Yeah.
Holy.
And that, take another little piece of my heart now, baby.
Side one is like all soul, and the side two is a little more rock and roll.
Oh, it's just amazing. And then here's the actual little tape. See, it's had some wear. This would definitely go in my pocket to school on my Walkman.
Hey.
There we go. And then the inside, what have we got on the inside? Oh, it's just the actual kind of songs again. Oops, sorry, this way. And that's just all the legal. So there isn't anything too fun in there. But I tell you, that was one of my most played albums. And it was the kind of album that if you wanted to put songs on that you knew your kind of music wasn't necessarily what the rest of the family wanted to hear, or, you were on a bit of a road trip or something, you could put that on and everyone would love it. So that had a lot of play.
Yeah. That's full of heavy hitters for sure.
Yeah. Oh, great. Now, this one, Whitney Houston. Not sure who's a Whitney fan. Sorry about the reflection there. I'm Your Baby Tonight. This particular tape has had a bit of wear and tear, I used to take it to school with me. As you can see, it's got Leila B written on it, just in case it fell out of my blazer pocket and someone tried to say it was theirs.
What did you
Nice.
use to scratch your name in there?
I think
knife,
it was a protractor.
switchblade.
No, not a protractor. A compass. The end of a compass.
Prison style.
Yeah, absolutely. Literally. I think there were a lot of thieves at my school, but I used to put my name on everything. But this particular one had been lent to me by a friend, and I broke it by mistake. The tape player, I don't know if you remember with tape so much, but it got all chewed up because I kept rewinding it and listening and rewinding it. And which are the ones I just loved everything on this. I'm Your Baby Tonight. Oh, My Name Is Not Susan. Oh, that's like You Ought to Know by Alanis Morissette, but the earlier version of that, that all the girls like to sing. And it got completely chewed up. So I felt so bad. I kept saying to my friend, oh, I've forgotten it, because I wanted to wait to get my pocket money so I could buy her a new one so that she wouldn't know that I'd completely broken it. And then I managed to fix it. So it all worked out that I still got an album. So that was that. And then inside, let's see what we got inside. Oh, this is one of those awesome ones where you have the karaoke set.
Thick, yeah. Dang, that one just keeps going.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. You've got
30
like
pages.
a poster. Everything that is going on in here. I just loved Whitney Houston. She's just so talented. And then this side is pretty much of the same. Once you get past the legal stuff.
How did you fix the tape? What was the method?
It was sticking a
pencil.
pencil in it and kind of like turning it and then pulling it back and trying to squeeze it out and going back. I don't know. I mean, it worked, but there were probably better ways. There's still a bit of a crackle at the front end of I'm Your Baby Tonight, I think. That is that one. And what have I got next? Got a couple of others I'll just blast through. We've got Annie here. Because you got to have a bit of Annie when you're a stage school girl.
We're big fans of like owning musical.
Oh, really?
Well, we have a bunch, don't we?
Oh, I thought you meant we as in you and the other chaps on this rather
No,
than
me and you, of course.
Sorry.
Me and Chris Roberts aren't singing show tunes.
I did wonder. I thought, how unlikely. Yeah, so this is, and I think this one, does it have, because the stage version used to have, okay, so the stage version has, we'd like to thank you, Mr. Hoover, for really showing us the way. And that's sung by all the homeless people in Central Park during the Depression, but they cut that from the film. Guess it wasn't kind of, we got Annie enough. And then inside, oh, this sticker just fell off. What is that? It's a sticker that was on it that just says dancing that just came off. The inside isn't too exciting. Not even really a full piece of paper. There we go.
I like that that's the original London cast recording.
I would have preferred the film, though. I just love what they do in the film. Yeah. But, the London cast was obviously marvellous. And then I'll just quickly show you a bit of MC Hammer. Because you need a bit of MC Hammer in your life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
that will cue up Chris Roberts' MC Hammer story.
I'm surprised you can. I'm surprised you can even hold that.
Can't touch it.
Come on. Mute his mic.
And then inside you can roll out Mr. Hammer dancing, which is cool.
Please don't hurt him.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I did like MC Hammer, and I liked his trousers. In England, his trousers, the craze there was called, they were called Baghdad's for some reason. I don't know what they were called here, but it was a massive face, and everyone started having the really big trousers that he had. I didn't have them. but I think I would have liked to have had them, but I was a bit too young, I think. But I did do the Running Man. We were all really good at the Running Man at my school. So
Can you still do the Running Man? Or?
oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
I think we called them parachute pants. Chris, that's all he wears today.
that's all I had. After this COVID, at this quarantine, that's all I could fit in.
I have quite baggy trousers on right now, so I've got like almost like yoga trousers now, aren't they? The kind of trousers that he wore. It's like if you just take them down a little bit, it's what everybody's doing yoga in. But yeah, a bit of that. So good, so good. And I think vinyl adjacent, I'm going to pass over to somebody else now. I think those are the things I really want to show you. So I hope you enjoyed them.
Yes. Awesome. Geez, who wants to follow that? I don't want to follow that. I can't follow it.
Well, we go. I don't think you have anything, Bill. I think you're just passing the buck because you don't have anything to show.
You've got one tape and a button.
I got some more Johnny Cash records here.
Let me tell you. I'm just going to tease you guys. This is my adjacent. Will be all of this right here. Wow. That's adjacent, including mail that is Bandy inspired. So we're going to open that up.
Freeze frame and address.
There's no address. Well, there's a little bit of an address, but the goods are taken out. Look, I even got my proper name on there. Serious business. So yeah, we will open that up. Again, thanks to everyone who showed up in the chat. Sarka Sim is here. Mother Brain. Miss Elba Bob is back. It's good to see her again. And she says, Leila, terrific segment.
No, thank you.
That's how you debut on this show. Just like that. Great job. So stay tuned. I do want to give a programming announcement at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. We're going to talk about what direction the show is moving into the future. So stay tuned to the end. Big surprises. Big surprises, yeah.
I'll stay tuned. Might as well.
Good.
I'm here.
All right. Curtiss, can you follow up that act?
I think I'm the only one that can follow that act. I'm going full Chris Roberts.
You got nothing too?
Oh, I got some stuff. But
you got a lamp?
I'm going full Chris Roberts from here on out.
I'm surprised the lamp make the video in the beginning.
It's just, here's the thing. I ran through all my vinyls. I went through all my cassettes. Now we're getting down to the scraps, and so when I go hunting, I'm showing you what I got when I went hunting. So I went hunting, and this gentleman gave this to me for free. I said, "Whoa, how much is that?" And he said, "Just take it." And I was like, "Yeah, all right." And that was the Marvel movie adaptation of For Your Eyes Only.
That is cool.
Which I believe was recently reviewed on buriedonmars.com.
That's right. You can go check out that movie.
If I'm not mistaken.
Not the comic book.
Now, I found out that this is a two-parter. This is the first part. I don't have part two, so I'm on the hunt for part two. I don't know how it ends. I don't know. It's just something. All right. And then, this is for Chris, big time. I found some VHS. You want to see some VHS?
Oh, boy. Here we go.
There we go. So first up, I got Darkwing Duck.
Yay!
His favorite adventures. Now, this was one I wanted so bad when I was a kid. You know when they used to put these out and you'd get like a couple episodes on it? I had one of these tapes, not this one. I had like the first episode of Darkwing Duck. But they would show you like, these are the other available tapes from Disney Home Video. And this was the one that I was like, oh, I want that so bad. Because this is like the Avengers of Darkwing Duck. So you got all the villains teaming up, and then Darkwing's got to get his like team of good guys, and they do a team up, and it's a two-parter episode. It's amazing. I found it, and it was like I gave my 10-year-old self like this tape. And I was like, here you go, son. And I was like, so I watched it, and it was amazing. Yeah. Very satisfying. So
does he get dangerous in it?
Oh, we all got dangerous. And you know what's great? There's a music video at the end, so it does tie in to music.
Wow.
There's a Darkwing Duck music video at the
That's
end.
cool.
That's really, really well done. It's got a bunch of kids dancing. It's kind of got that Roger Rabbit vibe where they're like kids are dancing, Darkwing Duck's like jumping around and stuff. And then I've got Fright Night, part
nice.
deux.
Nice.
Now, if you know, on DVD, this is insanely hard to find
And expensive.
And it's not too expensive on VHS. I think it's it's probably like a $15 tape. But Leila and I recently watched the first Fright Night, and I was like, man, I would love to see Fright Night Part 2. I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah, and I remember liking it, and so I found this, and I was like, ooh, I'll pick that up. And so tonight, after this show, we're gonna watch Fright Night Part 2, aren't we?
Yes.
What a night ahead of you guys.
I know.
First the vinyl collection, then
Look at this.
VHS night.
Nice.
This looks like it was. Where was that from? Whoop, let's see. Movie Melt. Oh wait,
yeah, but
no.
I think that was a warning.
That was a warning. Yeah, you're right.
that's a warning
Sorry.
sticker.
What,
Okay.
the movie
The
might
movie will
melt?
melt.
Well, if you leave it in a hot car or something like
Oh.
that, you can melt the tape.
All right.
I've done that before.
Done that. Well
Now, let's get to some tunes. So I picked up a couple cassettes. Let's see what you guys think of these. So first up, I picked up the Best of the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band,
Oh,
Volume 2. You guys like the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band?
What's your favorite song?
Fishing in the
Hummer
dark. Fishing in the dark.
There you go.
You and
Oh,
me
that's
going
a-
fishing in the dark.
That's a good song.
Lying on our back and counting the stars where the cool grass or green grass grows. I don't know the words.
Every panelist on tonight's show must sing their collections.
something.
Got that. This looks like, what was that? Does that mean it was something?
remainder. It was in the remainder bin.
It was in the remainder bin. Fishing in the dark. There it is. That's why I got it.
Mm.
And see of this side 2 is definitely the better. It's got Fishing in the Dark, Down That Road Tonight, Home Again in My Heart. This is very country. If you've never heard Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, it's like we were making some apple pie and driving our trucks and falling in love with women. That's like every Nitty Gritty Dirt Band song.
I can't wait to hear it.
But then I had to macho it up a little bit, and I've been meaning to get an album by these guys. We were talking about it a little while ago, and so I found this, and I was like, I will give it a whirl. I have no idea if it's worth it, and I picked up ZZ Top.
Nice.
Ooh.
This is Recycler. I got it for what, $5?
Hmm.
And the big reason I picked this up is I was looking at their songs, and I was like, I don't really know these except for one, which was. Can you guys figure out which one I knew?
Burger Man.
Penthouse Eyes.
Give it up. Oh, the double back from Back to the Future 3, of course.
Bingo!
course.
Mars knows me. Yes, I'm a big fan of Back to the Future, and that was the song that was featured in Back to the Future Part 3. Yeah, it was a good album. That's not bad. I mean, I'm not a huge ZZ Top guy, so I'm not like super critical, but I had fun with it. I don't know.
It's a fun album.
Yeah, ZZ Top's got,
It's nice artwork.
yeah.
There's no actual drums on the album, but it's all drum machine.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, they went overboard on that one.
But it says Frank Beard drums.
I know what it says,
Oh,
but then there's reality.
okay. But yeah, it was fun. And I mean, if anything, I got it for that double back song, just to round out my Back to the Future paraphernalia.
Nice.
So
How's that song go?
My-
Clint?
double back? Oh God, it's like bam, 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 bam. No, that's not it. Is it? I don't know. Whatever. It's like guitars. I'll sing a little bit later. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I got
Sing.
That's it for Curtis this time.
That's it. I yield
All
my
right.
time.
Cool.
So-
I will give another tease for when it gets around to me as well. I picked out a variety of selections that are my favorites from this year. So look for that when we get to the
dang
vinyl
it.
collection. Oh, you're ready for the rest of the Johnny Cash you'll have to wait till next week, I guess.
No.
We get to review what my favorite new albums from this past year was once we get to me. But Kevin, please go ahead.
Well, I don't have much vinyl adjacent, so I'll just get right to it because I got vinyl. For some reason I brought vinyl to the vinyl show.
You fool!
I know. Tell me about it. But you know, like in that intro where you see me pulling my glasses down because my eyes are going, I can't see anymore. And I have to I just like if I want to read something, I have to look at it like this. Well, no more. It's done. It's over with. Because I got myself. I can find
Oh,
now it does have lights on it.
perfect.
It does light up, but it takes 3 AAA batteries, and I don't have any batteries. But now, if I got a CD here, and you guys ask me what year it comes out,
Yeah, that'll look a lot better.
Came out in 2015.
Mm.
Boom.
Buried on Mars, on the case.
But I do have some vinyl coming up. Leila showed some Handbag House. I have some Lost Luggage Limbo coming up on the next round.
Man, only certain people could get into those clubs.
Yeah.
Like, that was wild. So.
Absolutely.
Limbo clubs.
Yeah, it was a Lost Luggage Limbo. You've never heard of that?
No.
It's kind of like Handbag House, but it's limbo style.
Like with a pole that you go underneath?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
wow.
Northern Ontario thing. Didn't
Oh.
really get very much south, but yeah, there's legend about it. Yeah.
Well, we found when we used to get like drunk at parties, like house parties, suddenly somebody would get out the broom and go limbo. It would be ridiculous. It'd always be limbo, so you would have had a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Curtis always wins at limbo.
You I knew
I
it.
knew that was coming. Yes. Just walks underneath it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. Matt Bandy, what do you think? What do you got for us?
Oh, okay. I don't have any vinyl adjacent. I just have my new pickups that I got last week, so I can show those.
Matt, why do you have like super lights behind you?
Oh, I'm in the photo room of our new store.
Oh,
He
okay.
takes
This is where,
backlighting very seriously.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That was all I was wondering.
Okay.
Mhm.
So,
All
yeah,
right. So you want to skip your vinyl adjacent, Matt Bandy? Is that what you're saying?
I don't have any vinyl adjacent this week.
Okay,
Well,
we're
you got
skipping
that.
you.
Just-
You
Go
got
to
that
vinyl.
super vest. Give us a little preview of the super
That's
vest.
true. Yeah.
The battle.
You know, I said I would wear my my vest for the year anniversary. So I've shown this on here before, though, haven't I?
We've seen this one.
God.
Yeah. We got the button here.
Where's the blood incantation?
The blood incantation. We said back. Maybe I'll just take it off. Jeez.
I don't know.
Yeah, that might be easier.
I was enjoying the show.
Right. Why do that?
I showed this one a little shimmy. I've shown
Keeps
this
getting
one
better.
before.
That's in next week's intro.
Got the back.
Oh, there it is.
And that's all death metal bands, or what,
No,
what
these
are
are
they?
all a mix of. This is mostly black metal stuff and some dungeons and.
Layla, you ignorant slut. That's
Well, what-
clearly not death metal.
And then
Mind your mouth,
So-
or I'll come in there and whack you.
Hey,
this is
we'll put that in the
this
main
is
camera.
new. This is new here.
Ah,
Eternal
I-
champion.
Yeah, so I hand painted this one on here myself.
Oh,
Do
So that's
Wow.
usually what
do people normally have something on the inside?
No, this is like something that I've been doing. I've
Okay.
seen some people do it, but like you run out of space on the back, so you can't really sew in here. So I figured I'd just do some
Right on.
just artwork on it.
Champion.
There you go.
that's
So
an
does-
official battle vest, right?
It's official.
There
Now,
you go.
is that one? Is that complete? Is that like done? That's done.
Pretty much. There are 2 spots. I'm just
Oh, I
waiting
see.
for pictures of the right size. It's kind of a weird.
Do you ever? You're not going to do like the inside things? You know, like when you see those guys on a street corner, like, "Hey, you need tickets?" Like, you know, like, "Hey, you ever heard of these guys?"
Yeah.
Or you could
How does
sew
it
on like
qualify?
tails.
I've seen people that, so usually for the vest, you got to sacrifice the sleeves, right?
Mhm.
So I see some people take the sleeve of the jacket before they sew on the back patch. They'll sew the sleeves in here, so it can be like a pocket. So when you're at the show, you can put your merch in there if you want to, or you can hide other things in the back of your vest.
In the back. Oh, that's clever.
So how do you
it's
qualify
in
to
here.
get on there? Like, how do you choose? Oh, this one's gonna go on my vest, but not this one.
Just all bands that I like. And usually, most of the vests will just have like a theme to it.
Mhm.
We'll have a certain genre or certain style to the vest. So there you go.
Awesome. Cool.
Wow.
Everyone's very impressed in the chat, Matt.
Oh,
Got everyone turned on. Yep. Chris Roberts.
I've
How
been
would
doing it
Jason
all
come
wrong
again?
because I got a battle parka. I thought you were supposed to have more sleeves and stuff.
Gore-Tex.
Right, I had no idea. Yeah, so you mentioned something about a phone pole, but I got a phone today. A Radio
I like
Shack.
phones.
Look at that. This little, oh yeah.
What's the buttons
Classic.
look like?
It's a touch tone, but it's an official Radio Shack. Look at that.
Wow.
What is that? Is that blood on the mouthpiece?
You don't worry about that.
Or lipstick.
It could be. I don't know. But yeah, I
Lipstick
picked that up for a quarter today. But these people knew what they were doing, because you had two kinds of people back then. You had the kind that had the standard phone that you had to sit right next to it. And then you had these kind where they got down when they talked. They were ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, we still got those at work.
Yeah, me too.
okay, well, in the States, we're cordless now, but sorry, we don't have cords. Also, here's some more Jason here. I found this nice little Hitachi TV right here. Look at this beauty.
Wow.
It's got, I don't know, I cannot
Wood grain.
get it all in here. Yeah, I got wood grain. And
You're right there.
it's got some antennas here.
Oh,
It's
the
got
dual antenna.
Wow.
It's got all the things.
How many
It's
inches is that?
I don't know. Let me
Where does he measure it from?
yeah, I measure it from the base or
From the base.
from the tank. Also, came with the remote. So look at that.
Oh,
Wow.
Awesome.
that's very good.
My signal should be better because let me cover my info here, I guess. Got my little card here, so now I could fly and go to the bar later, I think.
You got to
Sounds
laminate that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that some people say you shouldn't in case, they string us along and put, more stamps. So
Like for boosters.
Yeah, or like the variants. I don't know,
Don't get addicted to the vaccine,
Well,
Become one of those vaccines.
I want 7G, so I'm gonna keep going.
7G.
But I'm gonna put it in like a fishing license thing.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in that. It'll be
yeah.
fine. You got VHS. I got the Naked Guns. So
Oh,
all
awesome.
the Naked Guns.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Actually, I do know why, because they were there. But I did find this now this is actually not rare as far as DVD wise. It's kind of like Curtiss's thing, but on VHS this is very rare because it was released in the last like that last section of VHS tapes, and that's The Devil's Rejects by Rob Zombie here. This is actually considered his best movie as well, which I agree.
Yeah, I agree too.
Little known fact, well, no one would know it but me, I guess, but Sid Haig was my girlfriend's neighbor.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, he was her name. He's a nice guy. I got like candid pictures of him. Really cool. Like he's such a nice guy. Not that candid, but like just chilling, like, just hanging out. But yeah, it's kind of cool. But I actually met him at a comic shop locally, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" Like I didn't know he lived in Fresno. And he's like, "Yeah, I live, I was like,
Next to your girlfriend.
well, I didn't know her then,
You're
but
like, how do you know she's my girlfriend, Mr. Hag?
Also, I found a bunch of cool old newspapers today. So I got
Oh wow.
the JFK assassination and I don't know, more JFK assassination. I don't know, Laid to Grief and all the things.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's a great display right there.
Thanks for
Yeah.
sharing.
And then the moon landing. So that was kind of cool.
Wow.
That's
Are they
cool.
real?
Yeah.
We landed on the moon.
I was so gonna do that. Well done.
So
Well done,
there
baby.
was that, and then I'll do a couple other Jasons. Like found the Lion King for 50 cents. So me and my son, my son never goes yard sailing, so he's like, "Let's go to this one. It opens at 6." I'm like, "Dude, they never open at 6." He goes, "I don't know. They told me." I'm like, "Okay, fine, pick me up." We went there, and actually, they were open. They were sort of opening. They were bringing the stuff out, so I just like went right into their. It was a building. They were bringing everything. It was like a church building, so I went right in there, and they had a few games, and I don't know. I got a rug. It was like I can't show that; it's just too damn big. But it's not,
That'd be the first rug on this show.
I know. I almost did it, but it just will not fit in this space right here. I thought about. It. I was like, dude, that'd be so funny. But I did get this cool thing too. I don't even know if I'm going to use it, but I think I could flip this at one of the little events I go to. But it's one of these cases, but it's for CDs.
Oh,
So,
that's
yeah.
cool.
I don't know why I said CD that weird, but
CDs.
yeah, I know.
There's a post-it note on the side. What'd that
Yeah, I know. I was gonna make a joke about it, but I forgot until you reminded me. It has their Wi-Fi signal, so I'm gonna go to. Oh, and it even has the teacher's cell phone number here, so I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna let her know I got her login information and her password. So she's screwed. And here now, everybody has it. There you go.
No, don't.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm driving to Fresno right now.
Yep. And then I got a bunch of CDs. I'll just go through a couple of them here. Let's see. All right. Oh, and this little trophy. I have no reason why. I just got sentimental. But I think what I'm going to do is for my work league, I'm going to give this out because we have like a loser bowl. We have like the winner bracket and the loser bracket. I feel like I'm going to give this out, and then they could give it back each year. It'll be like the Stanley Cup. And then I'll just maybe I don't know, maybe they could scratch their initials in the wood or something, but it's this little tiny ass thing. I always get sad at estate sales because like this must have meant something to Marty Bitter. His name is Bitter as well, too. But I mean, he was the sportsman he was just a sportsman from 1957 to 1960. I don't even know what sport, but he was a sportsman, and they decided to give him this little tiny trophy, and it sat in his garage for 50 years, or no more, 70 fucking years.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, and now I bought it for $0.25. So,
That'll be the story when someone goes to my yard sale in 50 years and picks up my Podcast of the Year trophy and goes, what happened to this guy?
Well, maybe this
He
will
won
be your
podcast.
Yeah.
Did you actually get a pod? You didn't get a real trophy.
Yeah, I got a real trophy, 100%.
You don't remember?
Did you guys ever win one, Kevin?
Oh, I got presented with Bill's trophy. Seriously, like we were sitting there and they're like, here's the trophy. I'm like, I'm not on the show. I'm on a different show.
That's true. Yeah.
It's a true story, man. It was
Kevin was there for the
that's the story of my
presentation.
life. Here you go.
Great.
Oh, you got second place. Here's Bill's trophy. Thanks.
Well,
That's awesome.
that'll be vinyl adjacent for next week, maybe. How about
Yeah,
that?
that's the best story, really. We got Duran Decade. I guess this is just like a greatest hits CD.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, 40 licks from the Stones.
Oh, yes.
And it actually has 40 of them. I counted. Blink 182.
Oh, I love that album. I've got that.
I do too. It's pretty
It's
good.
the best one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I've
all
got that
downhill from
CD.
there. I got the Linkin Park here, Hybrid Theory. I got the Purple Rain.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was David Bowie, the man who sold the world,
Mm.
right? Yeah. Poison's Greatest Hits.
Ooh.
And these were all four for $1, so I was basically
amazing.
taking anything at that
Yeah.
point. And Johnny Cash, I believe this is just a greatest hits. I
had that one.
Yeah, I don't know if this is him older re-singing it.
No, it's not. It's
just a regular one. I kind of figured, but
hits,
yeah. Anyway, and then got the Iron Maiden.
Oh, nice.
Maybe Kevin might get a reaction out of that.
That's a good one.
And here's another Iron Maiden.
Yeah,
my favorite.
And then the Number of the Beast. You got to have that, right? I mean, that's a cool ass album cover art there. I don't really think I like this one, but again, keep in mind it was 4 for $1. And Astro Creep by Rob Zombie.
There you go.
that was my album in the 90s.
Yeah, I dug that one too.
White Zombie, but
Yeah, but come on, it's Rob Zombie, dude. Name another band member.
Sean Yseult.
No.
Yeah,
Not you, Kevin. Not you, Kevin.
He was a bass player.
Not you, Kevin.
So is like, Hey Jude,
You can
Paul
name
McCartney?
You can name all the Beatles.
Yeah, I can name all the Rob Zombie
Guys.
white zombie people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this is Rob Zombie and his house band. These guys don't mean anything. Anyway, The Cult. I'm not even familiar with this album, but I don't know. Look cool. Guns N' Roses. I wasn't lucky enough to get the dual album like Duke did. And I'm kind of mad that I didn't, because I guess there's a Use Your Illusions. So, yeah.
I didn't even know that existed.
I didn't either, but now I'm kind of bitter. So,
You got a trophy for that.
Yeah, I do. You're right. Where'd that trophy go?
Yeah.
And then Velvet Revolver. The funny thing was the other day I was talking about this band and I couldn't remember anything about them. I couldn't remember their name. I couldn't remember the song. I just knew the members. I was like, Scott Weiland and Guns N' Roses. And they're like, yeah, I kind of remember that. I was like, yeah, they put out like one hit. And I was like, I couldn't remember anything. So anyways, I found it. So it was kind of weird. And I'll probably never play it, but who knows? There you go. That's it.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess I can finally go now. Holy. After all my guests have gone through their stuff. Let's
You're
see.
so kind, Bill. Oh,
Yeah,
what the heck? What
You're behind
What?
the duck.
is this?
That works perfectly.
Hilarious.
Curtis, all you have to do is disconnect from the call and then someone else gets put up there.
Oh, I could put
So we
Mars
go
there if I
round.
wanted.
Yeah, you
It'd
know
look
what?
Great with a duck head.
I wouldn't mind being behind the duck, actually.
So we do have to open this up still. This is postage from Poland, of all places. This is
Wow.
something I haven't purchased. I haven't purchased this type of media since high school, which wasn't that long ago, really, if I can be honest with you. But
The 40s? You got a stone tablet in there?
I did before. We're in complete lockdown right now here, super lockdown. You can't buy anything non-essential in our area. But before that happened, that is very true. Before that happened, the thrift store sent my sister a coupon for 50% off any media items. So the day before we locked down, I managed to get in there and use that coupon up. I got some DVDs. I'm not sure if I already have this or not, but it was like a couple bucks. Got some Hendrix action there. Got a little booklet too. And some booklet. Oh, there's even tray artwork. Oh, I like this. The map.
Nice.
Cool.
Venue. So got that. And again, I may already have this, not sure. So that can go in the Kevin pile unless he already has
I
it.
have that. Yeah. I have both of those DVDs.
Very basic. Very
Yeah.
basic. And as I said, because it was half price off, I did get this. Not for me.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes.
what are you doing with that?
This thing is like worth $30. So if I have to, I've actually been trying to find stuff to make a trade pile with Joe because he has a certain album that he's not giving me. So I'd like to entice him with trade.
He's real into that live music now.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what
If you
I
can't-
heard.
If you can't get it off to Joe, you just hang on to that for old Cujo over here.
Really? This?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. The Eagles are great.
Yes, see? Now, finally, we're tied now.
Mm.
We needed a third here, Layla. These people over here, they don't appreciate the Eagles.
The Eagles are great. Mm.
Oh, yeah. So CDs, they were only $1. They're not 25 cents like Chris Roberts, but $1. So
Can't get VIP treatment, Bill.
No Way. So Neil Young, that's his second solo album with Crazy Horse.
It's not a solo album if it's with Crazy Horse, is it?
Well,
Don't let facts get in the way, Kevin.
That might be my favorite. That one.
I looked to see if I have this on vinyl. I couldn't find it. Does the vinyl have all these inserts in it, Kevin? Do you remember?
We haven't gotten to my Neil Young yet in my collection, so we'll find out when we get there.
It's pretty rammed, and it's got the back page has a nice little story about Neil Young forming Crazy Horse. They were
probably
called the Rockets.
Probably doesn't have that. That was probably added in whenever that came out in the 80s.
Yeah, this is like the first gen CD that came out. I'm wondering, do you think these early CDs that people say were crappy because they were bad transfers from the analog, will they have any collectible value in the future?
They weren't all bad. They weren't all bad. I remember my granddad getting CDs when they first came out, and I don't remember them sounding bad at all.
They varied in quality. Like there were some that were good and some that were not good.
What kind of CDs was your grandpa getting?
Well, you know what? We would give him CDs, and so he had like Suzanne Vega given to him, and UB40, and then he had South Pacific, and just this weird eclectic bunch of CDs. Basically, we wanted to listen to, or my mum wanted to listen to, because we didn't have a CD player.
Basically, any music that came out in the 80s, like the CD was the leading format. So generally they made the music for the CD, but it was like more the transfers of the old, like the stuff from the 60s and 70s that went onto CD, where they just took like whatever analog tape they had and just threw it onto CD and didn't, sharpen it up at all. So
they rushed it.
Yeah.
Also, I have this on cassette, but
I have that CD. I have that one.
Great CD.
Yeah.
Although, what is the major Van Morrison song that's missing off this one?
Oh, is it Caravan?
I think Caravan's on here.
There's one song on Moondance that I know it's missing. I had a backup copy of that, and when we were renovating the upstairs, we just listened to that over and over again. I've been looking for a legit copy.
Microphone.
But
microphone. He loves this microphone. It's missing Into the Mystic, my favorite Van Morrison song. Why would that not be on here?
I don't know.
And Stevie Ray Vaughan.
It's a good one.
I had to replace the plastic on this one. Again, this is another first gen CD, taken right from the analog tapes. And I know I have this, but I haven't seen it forever, so it might be one of the ones that went missing when Kevin visited.
I don't think so.
For $1.
I still got mine from high school.
I figure I might as well grab it just in case. It's got Jason Newsted on there. That's my Metallica bassist. Little booklet. And finally, I bit the bullet. Geez, I was stalling for Denise to show up, but she's here yet. I bought this latest Bob Dylan release, 1970, with special guest George Harrison. 3-disc set.
Awesome.
It's only out on CD, no vinyl release on this one. Again, this is just to save this stuff from losing its copyright. So they did a release of it. Nothing fancy. Not like the other box sets he's come out with. Just this.
So what would happen if they didn't do a release?
Well, if this, I think it's to protect the copyrights in the UK. There's a law like after 50 years, the copyrights expire, so it goes into public domain.
Huh. But would that only be in the UK then, or would that be like worldwide?
I think here in North America, it's 75 years. Yeah, Miss Elba Bob's on there. Public domain. That's what the discs look like. So I had the bootleg version of this. So I was in no giant rush to get it, but it did go on sale a little bit on Amazon for $25.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
For 3 CDs?
3 CDs. Yeah. And they did put a little effort. I was going to say they didn't put much effort into it, but, you know.
It's really good when you hold them like that and put your fingerprints all over them.
Have you seen Curtiss hold records? Come on. Anything goes.
Yeah, but have you seen what Curtiss plays his records on?
Oh,
my goodness.
It doesn't matter. I mean,
My goodness.
dude, I just hold the needle up to it and I go, yeah. I go around and just listen to it myself.
All right, we're ready to open up some mail from Poland. So this is Matt Bandy inspired. This is the first time I've used Bandcamp.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I know what you got. Nice.
What's in here? Oh. And yeah, while I was ordering it, I just kind of got, oh, this is neat. Came with these.
Nice.
Bantha Rider. A couple of these. I don't know. Are these stickers? They're pretty glossy. I'm going to put this on my battle parka.
yeah, I was gonna say that's for your battle vest, Bill.
And then the actual card. Look, a postcard. And so, yeah, I was just going to buy the vinyl. No, I was going to buy the CD because it really wasn't that expensive. Maybe $15 or something. But I thought I'm going to go the Bandy route and get the cassette.
Hell yeah.
Oh, full poser now.
Oh, yeah. Full poser. Well, I got a really good cassette player nowadays.
Oh, my goodness.
And you can get the digital files.
Nice. There you go.
And check this out.
Cassette.
Bandy's so proud.
I'm embarrassed for you, Bill.
Oh, man.
Cassette.
Mm.
This is so wrong on so many levels.
Look at that thing.
Well, you get the digital code with it too.
That's
Yeah.
right. Unless I just gave it away somewhere. No.
It looks like a Fisher Price cassette.
No, if you when you order from Bandcamp, if you have an account set up, you'll get it immediately streaming to your account. That's funny because that is a spoof on Melissa by King Diamond or Merciful Fate, rather. That's neat.
I just about bought one of their t-shirts last week too, because their t-shirts are really cool. But yeah, expensive with shipping. And it comes from Poland. So this was about 5 weeks me waiting to get this. But shockingly, the cassette's in perfect condition. I mean, it was only in this bubble wrap, loose, laying around in there. Still managed to survive the trip. So yeah. Bantha Rider, that's what kind of metal?
Oh, that gets classified as like stoner metal.
Like what?
Stoner metal?
Stoner metal.
Stoner.
Sci-fi.
I thought you said like
That's all,
sonar metal. I thought it was like submarine rock.
You never know.
Basically, it's got like a Star Wars thing.
Oh, these are stickers. Yeah, the back comes off. These are...
Nice.
So Bantha Rider, yeah, I listened to them. I listened to it before I purchased it. It was really good stuff. I listened to the whole thing straight on through.
All instrumental, right?
Yes, I think they might say something, but not singing. It was good stuff. Okay, so that's it for my vinyl adjacent. If and when it comes back to me, I'll show some highlights from last year's pickups. But without delay, we must go to our newest guest, Leila, for her
awesome.
vinyl.
This is vinyl. I wish I brought some CDs and stuff because I actually have loads of CDs because my car is really quite old and has the CD changer still in it. So I love CDs.
Yeah, she like the 6 CD changer thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Is that the one that is in the trunk? Like you have to go to the trunk to take the changer out?
No, my one isn't in the trunk, but unfortunately I have this subwoofer thing in the trunk and it takes up a third of the trunk, and I didn't know when we got the car. It's so ridiculous. So you have to put every suitcase has to go on the back seat. You can't, I mean, you can barely get your shopping in there. I never would have got it if I'd have known, but never mind.
Was that an extra add-on? Did they ask you like you want the subwoofer package, and you're like,
well,
hell yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think at the time I was like, yeah, that's awesome. But no, in reality, that was a big old mistake. And we do have a pretty rancid record player. I have to say that is true. But we have a really cool CD and cassette player that we are yet to hook up. So at some point, I might do a Chris Roberts and bring it in.
Yes,
and we'll do a video like I did with the old timey record player. We'll do a video on that.
Yeah, Curtis described it to me, and it sounds pretty high end and really cool.
Dude, it's like the bat cave of
that's
CDs.
really cool.
It's got like
Pretty
these glass doors that like open
you
up.
go like that, and it goes
like the cassette like hangs in it. It's the coolest thing you've ever seen.
Well, I could like bring it in and show you it later, but if you want to see it.
No, we got to save that for.
Okay.
Once we get it set up, we'll do a whole thing.
All right. Okay. So vinyl. Sorry, I was there. So I wore my T-shirt to be all rocky.
Nice.
And we got this when we saw Guns N' Roses at the Dodger Stadium, and then for my birthday, because I got the tickets for my birthday, I also got this for my birthday.
Nice.
So
From who?
From Curtiss, the best boyfriend ever. Yep. There we go. Appetite for Destruction. And I had this as a tape as a kid. And I think actually I nicked it off my brother. I think it was my brother. Sorry, Sean. So I knew every song that they played, weirdly enough, at the Dodger Stadium. I'd forgotten some of them. Okay, so this is the inside. You've got this nice little picture here. Pleasant, not really. Yep. And here we have all of the words.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Karaoke time. And then you're going to blast me for how I hold a record. I'm like afraid of records. It's like certain people with babies. Do you know what I mean? When they're like, oh, can I hold it? Oh. So here's the record.
Just do the opposite of what Curtis does. He'll be fine.
This is the first time I'm hearing of this issue you have with me holding records.
Yeah, I'm like afraid of it.
Behind your back.
Yeah, I own the records, but I give them to Curtis put on because I get really scared of the needle and scratching them. It's like a thing. I'm so scared of scratching the record. I can't even get it back in. It's just like so dreadful. But okay.
Do you have any memories of the concert when we went?
Oh yeah. I mean, it was bloody brilliant. I tell you. I mean, to just see them up there. Yeah. Oh, it was really cool. And Slash played Leila. Isn't that amazing? He played the guitar solo section of Leila. So he's playing Leila. That's so cool. Wow. You don't know the Derek and the Dominoes song?
Mm-hmm.
Then became the Eric Clapton song.
It was always Eric Clapton's song. Eric Clapton was in Derek and the Dominoes.
All right, calm down.
Yes, but it was released by Derek and the Dominoes, right?
We are the experts. We gotta say
Leila, Derek and the Dominoes, and then afterwards it became Leila and all the Eric Clapton songs, right? Because he was in the band and it got released first. Is that correct or incorrect?
It's just part of Eric Clapton was like in a bunch of different bands, and it falls under his solo career.
And this is B.B. King. So nice. I didn't do this, and neither did Curtis.
It looks like Bill. Yeah, we'll let Bill take a look at it.
Yeah, Bill looked at it.
So,
holy mackerel.
Yeah. So I got this in the bargain basement of, I think it was Amoeba Records a couple of years ago. And I think I got this for $1. So I was very happy about it, though. And I love it because I love a bit of the blues, I tell you. And B.B. King is just, I mean, you know, he's phenomenal. Yeah. I mean, come on. Yeah, and it has Is that? Yeah, that's is that German? I don't know. Is that German?
Alben und Kassetten.
It's not English.
It's also available on cassette.
Yeah. So, and then this tells you how to clean the record.
Oh, yeah. Bill,
You
take
Schweizer.
And here's the record. Looks quite good. Sorry, I'm holding it badly. You're all going to hate me. You're going to get like death threats after this.
These guys have made us so self-conscious about holding records now.
Well, she's doing it right.
Well, I was always afraid of records, and now I'm even more.
that is a phenomenal album, by the way. That is like
And
the
for
best live.
$1, just for a rip,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah,
That's like the best live album ever.
really of his.
Yes.
I'm so glad I
of
played
anyone,
it.
anyone of all time.
Well, we enjoy it. You know,
Yeah.
I love going to that bargain basement place because, you know, Curtiss goes around and he looks for his things that are going on, you know, the fads and the this, that's, and the others, and whatever's coming out. And,
Mhm.
you know, yeah, you
That's-
do, Dan. But then I'm going to find something that I really like that's going to be kind of off the wall and 50p or, you know, or a pound or a dollar.
agree. I've been hunting with Curtiss. That's what he does. He just goes right to the new arrivals, what's hip, what's on the top 40.
He does. He
does.
does. Yeah. And and I just kind of when we find something like the fact that you said, "Oh, that's the best live album," I'm like, yes,
Oh
yes. I mean, I was enjoying it anyway. You know, if everyone else thought it was
Yeah.
terrible, I'd still love it and like whatever. I'm having fun.
Is that true though? Is that considered like a really good album of his?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
It is
cool.
like the standard of live albums. You ask any old blues guy that show, and you know they just recorded that with a microphone hanging down from the rafters.
Wow.
Just one mic hanging in front of BB King. That's it.
Well,
Yeah.
it would. Yeah. I mean, I'd recommend it. I love blues. So, all right. So I guess that's actually a really good segue because this is True Blue.
There you go.
I didn't intend that, by the way, but this is True Blue. I'm a big Madonna fan, always have been. Loved her since I was very little. Here is the back. This is quite a good, pristine copy. I think this was I can't even remember when we got this, but there's a whole bunch of goodies inside. So this,
Ephemera?
you what? Say again?
It says, is there ephemera in there?
Don't
It's
know.
a running thing. Never mind.
Okay. Okay. I don't know what that is. Sorry. And this has, it's hard to see because it is blue, but this has all the words of the whole thing. And I remember when I was little, like being in Italy and singing that Jimmy, Jimmy, oh, Jimmy, Jimmy, with bunch of kids who didn't speak English, but they knew the songs, the Madonna songs. So we would communicate through Madonna lyrics. And this was a poster. I had this poster on my wall when I was a little girl. Just awesome.
That's crazy. Is that your favorite Madonna album?
I actually really like Erotica. I think that's a brilliant album. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but the Immaculate Collection, you know, like Vogue and all that. Vogue, they have the Running Man. Vogue, Madonna does a mean Running Man, I'll tell you that. Did I show you the actual record? You want to see the actual record? I'll show you that.
Yeah.
Okay. There's the actual record.
Very
Sure,
nice.
it wasn't just a case and I wasn't lying. I don't know why it's always upside down when I'm trying to show you lot something. It's always upside down. Okay, so I'm just going to put that down now. Otherwise, I'm going to take up all the time putting it
Hey,
back.
Curtiss, that's how it's done. You just set the stuff down and you fix it when it's not your turn. We
Sorry,
already
Donna.
got your replacement.
And so now I take too long to put it back.
Yes, you do.
Do you guys really talk about that? Why didn't nobody bring this up
I've
before?
said it to you directly before on
No.
the show. I've just said to
No.
set it down, and you're just like, no, I got to put it back in the sleeve, and I got to.
Show up to the morning meetings, Curtiss. Come on.
Get the memo.
Do this
And,
when Layla's here.
This is another Madonna
That's
one.
awesome.
So this is Like a Virgin. And then you flip it. And it's like, I don't know why they do that, why it has to be flipped.
Because
I don't know.
cool.
Yeah, that's really
Like-
cool, though.
Like why that is, but you know,
Then
it's
you don't
kind
have
of
to turn it
interesting.
around. You just,
Yeah, you just go, hey, you want to see
Yeah.
the back of my album?
yeah,
Where's the
that's
back
really
again?
cool.
What about
More,
front?
more should have done that, actually. That's,
It's quite fun,
yeah.
you know. And I do like this one because, yes, you have the words again here. But this photo, I mean, the photographers that took her, I mean, she just, you know, she has some amazing art, you
How
know,
old was she
really
then?
wonderful. I don't know. I don't know. It
How
must
old is
have
She's
she
in her
been,
now?
20s.
she must be like 24, 23. I mean, she has such a great story, you know. Hang on, let me actually show you the record. See, look, it's a bit broken there, but I didn't do it.
Ooh.
I feel like I have to, because I don't know which side it comes up. There we go. Here we go. Madonna, Madonna. There
Nice.
you go. Yeah. It's just, yeah, it's just, I mean, her albums, generally, I would say her albums, other than, yeah, I mean, most of her albums, 99% of the songs on them are good. You just don't get that in a lot of albums, you know, where you can just listen all the way through and have a journey. That's something I liked about her stuff. Okay, so
She was
another
26.
26. She looks great.
She was born in 1958. Let that sink in.
Wow.
Wow. Shortly after you, Chris.
Right.
This is the chorus line. If you don't know this this musical, then go watch the movie. It's a really good musical that I think it gives you a little bit of insight into what it's like to be a performer. You know, that song, I remember singing that, God, I hope I get it. I hope I get it. How many people do they need? You know, and all of that, like before an audition and kind of psyching yourself up. Here we go. They're all dancing in their chorus line. And they have this great song in there where they're talking about, you know, digging right down to the bottom of your soul. And then she just felt nothing. She just couldn't get into it. And it has lots of all the cast there. So they're very nice to show all of the cast. So I'm trying to get this on so awkwardly. On the other side, they have a bunch more of the cast. Yeah. And they talk about it a little bit, which is nice because he says that, I hope I get it. The opening number introduces us to an unmistakable theatrical setting. And so it kind of tells you what's going on during it, which I think is good if you're just listening to the record and you haven't seen it. Here is the record.
I remember one night we had some friends over and we were just chilling and having a good time, you know, having a few drinks. And it was like we were playing some records and it was like, Leila, go pick anything. Put whatever you want on. And chorus line comes on. And, chorus line or whatever you're singing on.
The jazz hands came out.
And
Why
gosh
not?
darn it, we listened to both sides.
Yeah.
We were committed.
Yeah. Well, this is my last final for this evening. I love this film. Everybody in my family loves this film. Curtis loves this film, and I've seen this film many, many times. And whenever Curtis goes, "Should we put on a record?" I go, "Oh, can we have
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
this
cool.
one?"
I almost bought that at Walmart. I
got that
debating on it. Yeah.
It's, if you ask me, it's just, it's like one of those Madonna ones that I'm talking about. You know, if you look at this side, that umba yaga, umba, umba, umba yaga, that's so good. Hooked on a Feeling. You got I Want You Back, Fooled Around and Fell in Love, I'm Not in Love, Escape the Pina Colada Song. You know, the only one I really don't like is Cherry Bomb. I'm sorry if you're a fan of Cherry Bomb.
Oh
I'm
man.
like, Cherry Bomb. No. The
Every
others
time
are
we have
so-
to, that's like our bathroom break song. Whenever we're listening to it, Leila will literally go and turn the volume down for like 3 minutes, and then kind of turn it up a little bit to see if the song's over. Okay, it's over. And then we get back to
I'm
the.
like, we can go back again. And it's nice because the inside, you see, is all kind of fun with all the things from it, and it's got the score as well. So the second record is the score, and the first record is all the songs in it. So that's super fun, and it's just wonderful. So I am going to show you now inside. Just give me 1
And
second.
be careful because that one's for some reason that one's really hard to get back in. I don't know why.
Okay, so that's not very interesting, is it? Could have tried a bit harder with that one. that here. There you go. And then hard to get this even out. Goodness gracious, what happened?
I don't know. That one is just really tough to get.
Put them in the other way.
With those gate folds, if you fold them open all the way, it's a little easier to slide the disc out.
That makes sense.
And sometimes when they're compressed like that, it pinches down on the. If you open the gatefold all the way up, you can
Like
slide
all
that
the
out
way
a
like
little bit
that?
easier. Yeah.
Cool.
Pro tip.
All right, we'll sort that out. And then this is the Awesome Mix Volume 1. And when I'm not near this record, I go on YouTube and play it. Like, so.
That I would say of all the records we own, that one probably has gotten the most play.
Absolutely.
Because that one seems to come in between. We'll listen to one record and then it'll be that one. Then we'll listen to a different record and we'll be back to Guardians of the Galaxy. It's every other one is Guardians of the Galaxy. I swear, we listen to that so much.
Well, we've come in from like dinner or something like that, you know, back in the old days when we left the house, and like come in and put that on and had a bit of a dance around, haven't we? Well, you don't really dance. You more kind of stand like this, and then I dance around you.
All right. Did you guys get together and decide it was going to point out all my faults tonight?
It's not a fault to not want to dance. It's okay. It's however you want to express yourself.
I don't want to make you feel bad about your inferior dancing.
What?
Because clearly, between the two of us, I'm the more experienced dancer.
Of course. Yeah.
Tiny dancer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you got a nickname for it.
No.
Yeah.
Tiny D.
When did this happen?
You're the one that's in control of that, not us.
Yeah.
No, Bill. Dang it.
It's hilarious.
My kid stole my Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack album. So I don't know where it is now. She stole it. But it's a good one.
Yeah, it's. I think it's really great, and it kind of runs the gamut. And it's got some fun songs in it, some kind of lovey-dovey songs, some slow songs, some real kind of. I mean, I'd say like fun party, you know, like at a wedding kind of party songs to dance to.
And you know what? The soundtrack is like the score is cool to listen to too. It's really bassy and Curtiss.
The paper dance.
Oh wait, no. That could be misinterpreted the wrong way.
Yeah, that could be. That is not a factual statement, that name.
Oh,
attaboy.
There we go. Don't know about that one being factual either, but sorry.
Who invited her on this show?
I don't know, but she's a permanent guest.
Absolutely.
I had to. Sorry, darling. You know I don't mean it.
We got that on camera.
Oh, we've been together 8 years. I mean, come on. You've got to jive a bit.
Keep going. This is great.
Well, I'm done. That's my stuff. I mean, next time or whenever, like maybe I'll find some CDs, but I don't know if I have the covers to my CDs, so I can't bring them. But yeah.
The big announcement on the direction of this program later on in the show. So you never know what will fit in this show in the future. You have to stay tuned to the end for the big announcement.
Cool.
Curtiss, what do you got now?
Is that for? Well, you know, I do have some vinyl to show, but today I brought my vinyl showing gloves.
Nice.
Whoa. So I can properly
isotoners
show vinyl, right? Because that's my issue is how I.
That's probably going to put a lot of lint on the vinyl, but that's okay.
I mean, if you had like rubber gloves or something.
What about maybe some of these smaller, daintier gloves, perhaps?
Dainty seat.
Is that my glove?
You know, I came up with this glove bit. About 5 minutes ago. I really thought it was going to go over a lot better than it did. We're just going to get rid of those gloves. All right. So, like I've been talking about, I've been going through a live phase, much like Joe, apparently.
Ooh.
Maybe he's aping it from me. But I've been listening to a lot of live stuff. I was out hunting, and I've been wanting to get this album for a while, and I thought if I didn't get it, it's going to be one of those ones that you just don't see again. And so I pulled the trigger, and I picked up Keith Richards and the Expensive Winos, and this is live at the Hollywood Palladium, December 15th, 1988.
Is that the one that just came out, this album?
A recent release, I believe. I mean, he did, I don't know when this came out, because I know he had a solo album in the last couple of years, too. This might have just come out, I'm not sure. But, again, you don't see it very often, or I don't, at least. Look at that. There he is. Keith.
Oh,
That's cool.
Rockstar stance.
Yeah.
So, little history lesson on Keith Richards and the Expensive Winos for those that aren't aware. I love this. I love mid to late 80s Rolling Stones. They're like the history of it, because it's really bizarre. So right around the mid 80s, Mick goes off to make his own solo record, which was She's the Boss. And everyone's like, what are you doing? Like, Keith's like, we got it figured out. And one of Mick's criticism he gets a lot is that he's always trying to chase whatever like the popular thing is at the moment, which to an extent, I respect him for that. He's challenging himself, but it maybe sometimes to his detriment, and that he's it's don't fix what isn't broken, that sort of thing, right? And so he does She's the Boss, and it comes out, it's not very good, or it doesn't go over well with the critics. Then the Stones get together, they make Dirty Work, and again, it's just like, it's kind of a clash. You can feel Keith felt like Mick was trying to use all his good stuff on his solo record, whatever. And then Mick goes off to make his next solo record, Primitive Cool. And at this point, Keith's like, all right, you want to do, like, we got it figured out. If you don't want to do it, I'll show you how it's done. And so he goes off and makes Talk Is Cheap. And so Primitive Cool comes out. Again, doesn't go over very well. Talk Is Cheap comes out, goes over pretty well. And then he's like, you know what? Screw it. Let's do a live show, and I'll show you how it's really done, which is what this was from 88. And, dude, you can tell. You listen to it, and they are just killing it, having fun. Keith Richards stuff goes over really well. And I think this is a little bit speculation on my part. I think Mick was like, crap, maybe you're right. Maybe we do need to get the old band back together. And so then he calls up Keith, and he's like, hey, buddy, what? Come on. I was just joking around. I wasn't serious about that whole solo career. And he's like, oh, you want to make a record again? He's like, yeah, let's do that. So then they get together and do Steel Wheels. But this was right before that.
Were other Rolling Stones on that?
No. This was
who was the band in that?
It was like a lot of reggae guys and stuff. He was like Jamaican dudes, I think. He talked about it in his book. Oh gosh, let's see. Steve Jordan, Charlie Drayton, Ivan Neville, Waddy Watchell.
Are you Barbara Walters?
I think he's a cartoon character. Yeah. So there's that. And by the way, they do a version of because they do a couple Stone songs on this. Time Is on My Side. This is like the best version I've ever heard.
I like that.
This woman sings it. Who is it? Let me see if it's on the notes here. Time Is on My Side. Vocals, Sarah Dash. Holy crap. She freaking kills it. Okay. Check this out.
There you go.
Oh,
Very nice.
So, Ruby.
Oh, it's like a wine
Ruby, right?
color.
Wine. Oh, I didn't even think about
Like
that.
the winos, yeah.
Expensive winos. Let's slowly put it back in here. But if you get a chance, look this up and check it out, because it is a super fun show. You can tell they are just going out there and having fun.
Yeah, I was not familiar with it at all.
Yeah.
How's his singing voice?
What's up?
How's his singing voice?
I love it. It's it's not great, but it's very gravelly and rough, but it totally works. Like, he's a good singer. He's just got like this very gravelly voice. And I've really been getting into like the Keith Richards tracks on the Stones that he sings. And he does a couple on here. He does like I don't know if I really. There's the band, by the way. Better.
Looks like Ronnie James Dio.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but they do. Time Is on My Side. Whoops, over here. Happy Connection. Too Rude is, I think, a Stone song, but they do a great. This one is awesome on this. That whole side B is really amazing. But yeah, very fun. Happy to add that. So I'm kind of on the hunt for more live albums from the Stones and stuff. There's Keith Richards put out a solo record a couple years ago too. Like, I think maybe like 2015 or so. So a few years ago now. I'm kind of looking out for that one too. But fun stuff. There you go. That's my history lesson.
Jeez. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Okay.
I yield to this guy.
Kevin,
right.
He's been just chomping at the bit, ready to show off some vinyl.
Get some vinyl going here.
Finally.
Okay. So last week, you might remember I went to open up something and I thought it was something, but it turned out to be something else. Well, there's something. Well, it came in the first thing that I thought. Anyways,
right.
So this is a band called, I think they're called Tons. They don't spell it right, but anyways, it's Chris Murphy from Sloan and his brother, and they just, it's like a side project of his. So they just put out a new album called Duly Noted. There it is, right there. Very simple artwork in that limited run thing, made in Canada.
This would probably only be found in Canada.
Yeah.
Is there a pressing plant in Canada?
Yeah.
Come on,
Oh,
Matt.
yeah.
Jeez.
I know. That's what I mean. Okay.
Well, not everything gets pressed in Canada because they get backed up with orders very quickly, right?
They use real pine sap, I believe.
Pine sap?
I don't know. I was going for some
You
north.
mean maple?
You mean like maple syrup?
Come
Like
on,
maple?
man.
Yes.
Pine sap.
Maple resin.
Pine sap.
What
So,
kind of music's that?
rock and roll. Good old-fashioned rock and roll. 4 on the floor. It's good stuff. And
Like Huey Lewis rock and roll?
no, like rock and roll. Like more like garage rock, I guess, sort of. But
Not garage like Layla's
Not your
thinking.
garage.
Garage.
no, not
Garage.
garage.
Yeah,
No.
Not garage.
No, there's no handbags involved. It's just garage rock, but a little more polished, I guess.
What would
And,
is there someone you could compare them to?
Sloan. They sound very much like Sloan.
Right.
Tragically hip.
Ah, yes.
Not so much the hip, more Sloan. Anyways, they also came out with a 45 of a couple extra tunes
Nice.
on there as well. So I picked that up as well. They do have a first album out, but it's got to get reissued if I want to get it because it's out of print. And we were talking about 45s with the regular spindle hole in them, and this is 45 with a regular spindle hole, and it is played at 45 RPMs. There you go. They do exist.
You know what, Kevin? I actually did some of the homework from last week. I gave your Crumb Bum band a try.
Yeah.
While I was at work, so I was on
Yes.
YouTube. I played their Tiny Desk. What is that for NPR? The Tiny Desk series?
That's a great little. Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah. There you go.
Right?
I'm in.
Yes.
Holy
I
mackerel.
listened to him after he showed him like the very first time.
It
And they're
sounds like
awesome.
something that should go in a Tarantino film as a score.
Yeah. I could follow that logic. Sure. So this next album is a soundtrack that I grew up with as a kid, and I still have it. I still have the soundtrack. But it was one that my mom let us play, like my sister and I play on the downstairs turntable, and we would do like little plays and skits to the music. So it got kind of banged up and scratched up. So it just got re-released. So I said, what the heck? Why not retire my old copy, since it was hanging on the wall anyways and I wasn't playing it. And I got myself a new copy of the Back to the Future
Oh,
soundtrack.
awesome.
Yes. That
Brilliant.
is
So-
awesome.
And I haven't even opened it yet. Just came in yesterday.
What
So
skits would you do to? Would you? Act
I'm
out
not
the
going
movie?
into that. That is going to be
Oh, come on.
the season 2 opener,
Oh.
anniversary special. I'll get into that then. How's that?
It's good.
Let's just say it involved stuffed animals, Kermit the Frog.
Okay.
I mean, we were kids, you know. My sister was, you know, a little kid, and I was in my early 20s. So, opening it now. Yeah, it's just regular black vinyl, but it is a little more sturdy.
What is that? That's the same one I got, right?
I don't know that like it
Yours
just
is a picture disc, Curtis?
What?
Isn't yours a picture disc?
Yeah, I want to know if it's got the same tracks on it though. Like, read off side 2, side B.
Activate magnifying glass.
I probably have this memorized because I listened to it so much as a kid. So you got the Alan Silvestri score to start, and then I think Earth Angel was the next one. I can't remember. What do we got here? Wallflowers. Dance with me, Henry. Okay.
Get Sarah to hold
Night
it
Train.
in the other room so you can read it.
Earth Angel, and then Johnny Be Good.
Okay, yeah, I think that's about the same. Does it end? What's the last song? Is it
Johnny Be Good.
okay? Yeah, I think that's the same. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's got the Eric Clapton song on there and the 2 Huey Lewis and the News.
Yeah.
So it's the exact same. It's just a reissue of the older album.
That's awesome.
So now I can retire my old one, and that could be my listened copy. Okay, if we remember way back when I was actually going through my collection, my record collection, we were in the P's. I finished off with Tom Petty. And continuing on in the P's, we have the Pretenders.
Mm.
So we've got lots of Pretenders here because you can find these really cheap. Like I picked this up for $5. I think most of these were $5.
Chrissy Hine.
And they're good time rock and roll albums, man.
She had this Paisley Telecaster that was so awesome looking.
We might see it. You never know.
Oh,
Might pop up here. Well, on this one, she has a. Is that a Telecaster? Yeah, it is. It's a blue one. She's got a blue Telecaster on the cover of this one. I think we're going backwards in time though here. Learning to Crawl.
I see that one a bunch. That's a good one.
There's the back. That's a side view there. Oh, there you go. You got all the band doing their thing.
see what Curtis is doing right now?
He's putting stuff away. That's good. This is their second album, I believe. Yep, Pretenders 2. Like I said, we're going backwards in time here. Now those, look, check out those sideburns on that guy.
Yeah.
That is like on Star Trek, how they had the little sideburns. That is like right up to the chin.
He kind of looks like the dude from Trailer Park Boys.
A little bit. Yeah. A little bit.
She looks awesome in that picture.
Yeah, she always looked great.
Mm.
Look at that. Like, that's rock and roll back there. Like that,
Yeah.
That's just rock and roll. Sorry?
70s, is that like early 80s or late 70s?
Here we go. Let's see here. Looking at a copyright date of, I don't know. Doesn't say on here.
You need a bigger magnifying glass.
I actually do. Oh, hey, there we go. 1981. Right on.
Get out your magnifying glass
Making-
slash graphing calculator.
Making fun of my handicaps. Not very nice, guys. Jeez. Oh, this one got a special sleeve. There they are in their little mobile. And we got the debut album here for the Pretenders. Now, this back cover here, I've always thought this was kind of interesting. I have no idea what's going on here. What is happening here? Explain.
It's hilarious.
I don't know. I think she didn't like how his pants was coming up around his boot, so she decided to fix it. And he thought that was hilarious. So funny that he thought he'd point, but not take his other hand out of his pocket.
Yep.
Very entertaining.
Do they have like a main album that everyone goes to?
I don't know. These were all, pretty big albums for their time. They all sold really well. So I don't know if they have like a...
like their go-to album or whatever.
I don't know. I really don't know.
What do you know, Kevin?
He's just a pretender.
Okay, this is the last P I have. That's it for the P's. The only Police vinyl I have is Ghost in the Machine. The only one I've been able to find for a decent price, $5. And this is a really good album. It's got a lot of good stuff on there. This one got a special sleeve as well. It's just black vinyl in there.
Yeah, their stuff is expensive.
For some reason, it's that's a weird sleeve. But anyways, good album. So I got my Queen stuff. If we got time.
Another question for you in the chat there.
Is Brass in Pocket an album or just a song? I don't know. I have no idea. I really don't know much about the Pretenders at all. These are really Sarah's albums. I listen to them like when she puts them on, and I enjoy them. I really don't know much about the Pretenders.
Ask your magnifying glass. Doesn't that thing have Siri or Alexa built into it?
Okay, magnifying glass. No, it doesn't. Do you want me to go through my Queen stuff, or are we running long here, Bill?
Let's keep going around. Yeah, let's wait for the next turn or something.
All right, that's it then. That's all. I'm done.
Matt Bandy.
I'm ready.
Sleeping with his eyes open again.
So I'm kind of upset that nobody knows. I had a wardrobe change subtly, but
yeah.
no one noticed. So.
Sorry.
Okay.
Like Diana Ross there.
But what's on the inside of that one?
Yeah,
I can show you, but I'll show you later. There is insight on this one too.
Hey, Matt, show us the back.
Oh,
Yeah, turn around. No, turn around.
I want to stand up again.
See, now, Leila, this is the death metal vest.
Jacket.
Yeah.
No, this one's kind of all over the place. It's kind of more like just a bunch of my favorite stuff.
I know. That was a test.
I got the back here.
Cool.
You know, it'd be great if you had all these patches on there and just like in one corner, like just randomly, like a Weird Al one.
Yeah.
I totally put a Weird Al on mine.
I do. I'm trying to think if I have any.
Just like Dare to Be Stupid, kind of hidden in there.
That's a deep cut.
Sometimes I'll throw some weird stuff on here.
You need some
do have
Bantha
this-
Rider on there.
I do have this great pin here, and that my friend Kim did. I get it on the
Bottle.
It's a black number 1. But it's a reference to a typo negative song called Black Number 1, and
Is that the Norwegian flag?
hair
below
dye. Yeah, Norwegian and American flag.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Okay, let's get to some records here. So I will show what I picked up last week. I got a few records. Last time we were recording, I showed Cutting Grass Volume 1, and this came out last week. Cutting Grass Volume 2 by Stosen.
Wow.
And you can see here, this is the indie retail exclusive. This one's named the Cowboy Arms Sessions. This, unlike the other release, is a single disc, so there's not as many tracks on this. We got the band here. She got a cool Dolly Parton shirt on there. And we got Stolen Center there. Again, these were all his original songs, but just rearranged to as bluegrass.
Kind of looks a bit like The Rock, the chap on the front.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it could be his brother or something.
Yeah, that's. I think that's still there. Yeah, it does kind of look like. Yeah.
So was that
And,
planned that there would be a volume 1 and volume 2? Was that like?
Yeah, that was. And then this is on blue.
Ooh.
That's very zhuzhy.
Yeah.
We're Leila, for those who don't know, we're pretty disappointed if Matt doesn't pull out a colored vinyl.
Oh.
Because that's like all he has is cassettes, everything's colored.
Wow.
He's got the most colorful set of music I've ever seen.
Yeah. So this is another great record. Again, this is, if you've never heard Sturgill's music, this is a good introduction too, especially if you like bluegrass music. They do very well as bluegrass arrangements. So this just came out. So this will be in your record store if they have a good section.
Did it get a wide release? Like, will it be available in every record
I
store?
think so. It should. I mean, it's I don't know. High Top Mountain, and 30 Tigers. I don't know if High Top Mountain might be Sturgill's record label. I'm sorry. Here, look. Okay, there is one song, "Hobo Cartoon" by Merle Haggard and Sturgill's. So looks like, yeah. But yeah, you should be able to find this. There's a few record stores in my area, and they both have it, so it's not like I don't think it would be too hard to find. And then I also picked up the newest record by the Norwegian black metal band called Mork. This record came out early April 2nd, I think, but it just got to my local shop over the weekend. But the name of this record is Katedralen, which is Norwegian for cathedral. Let me take it out of the.
I thought it was going to be from Orc. I really did.
But
I thought it was going to be from Orc.
Mork and Mindy.
Yeah. I've heard him mention that before, but yeah. I got just a trick listing on here. So yeah, this is his 5th studio record. So this is Thomas Erickson is the main guy behind Mork, but he writes all the songs and does all the instruments. Mork does play live, and they have members in the band that play the live show, but it's he does all the writing and recording himself. The band members don't have any input with the songwriting. But yeah, I've only got a chance to listen to this once. It's good. I really like it. It has a few tracks on here that feature members from some other Norwegian bands. The singer from Dark Throne sings on one of the songs here. But yeah, it's good. It's just kind of typical Norwegian second wave black metal with kind of more of a punk feel to it a little bit. But he actually does a little bit of clean vocals on this, which is new, which I typically don't like in black metal. It works well with this record. So, but he also does a really cool podcast called the Thomas Erickson Podcast. If you ever wanted to know anything about Norwegian black metal, or just kind of that Norwegian scene, it is really, really good. And I recommend checking that podcast out. He started it about a year ago because they weren't playing shows, and he wanted the type of creative outlet. So it's really, really good. And even if you're not into that style of music, it's a good listen. That was quite the sigh.
I know. I was like, dude, really?
I was gonna say, taking quite a while putting that record away there.
Oh,
I stopped. That's the situation, and then moved on.
Oh, here's a. That was you. That was my impression.
Okay. And then the other record I picked up
nice.
this weekend was I've Always Been Crazy by Waylon Jennings. I'm trying to complete slowly my collection of Waylon records from mostly the 70s. That's for me, that's the sweet spot with him. But I absolutely love Waylon Jennings.
Intense.
And what music is that one? I don't know.
It's country. Yeah.
Country. Okay.
Kind of more like outlaw country or
real country.
good. Yeah.
Dukes of Hazzard.
He actually Leila, he played. He was one of the Crickets for Buddy Holly and the Crickets. He played with Buddy Holly, and was actually he could have been on that flight that killed.
Oh wow!
But he was not on that. He actually does on this. He does. There's on side 2. There's a medley, which he plays. A few of the other Crickets are on this. Actually, he does a medley Buddy Holly songs.
I'll tell you another fun fact about Waylon Jennings. He banged my son's grandmother on his mother's father's side. If you follow that.
What?
Do that. Say that one more time.
Okay, my son, or well, all my children, their grandmother on their mother's side, not my mother, but then her father's mother. Follow me so far? It doesn't matter.
I think we're going to need Kevin's magnifier for
your
this.
great grandfather.
No, it ain't not my my relation. It's through the mother's side.
Okay.
Anyways, he banged one of their grandmothers. How about that? I'll keep it simple. He banged one of their grandmothers.
Waylon did.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Because their grandfather was friends with all those guys in Bakersfield. They would all go into the Crystal Palace, and he used to go there and do drugs with them.
Oh,
True story.
I believe it.
How does that get brought up in conversation?
Hey, she cheated on me with Waylon Jennings. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Well,
And then you're like, cup of tea?
Right. Whatever. Did Charlie Pride get in on it? You know. I was like, okay. Yeah,
So
he was
here's
a dog.
the sleeve.
So he got what he deserved.
It's in the liner notes right there.
Yeah.
And on the
Wow,
back,
look at all that. Those are a lot of albums to collect.
Yeah, these are I think his entire discography up until that point.
How many are you missing, Matt?
Quite a few. I only have a handful. Yeah, this is slowly getting there, but yeah. So those are my latest pickups. I was going to do some records that I've already done on the show before. I would just kind of pull out a few that I thought were some of my favorites that I showed throughout the year. So if you'll indulge me, I'll go full Bandy on all
Oh,
these
boy.
records again. But, I'll do it. I'll do a few
Curl
here.
already.
So I'll show this one here first. So,
WrestleMania weekend, Bandy.
Yeah.
so do we remember this one here?
No.
This
Yeah.
one of the early episodes. I might have showed this on episode 2. So this was
That was first
Dope-
Bandy appearance.
First Bandy appearance, yeah. So this is Dope Smoke by Sleep. And this is the one song that is an hour and 3 minutes long.
Wow.
Ridiculous, man.
Really? It's just one song?
Every
One
DJ's
song.
fantasy.
Yeah.
What happens when you got to
Yeah,
flip
one
it?
song.
Make us smoke a carton.
Well, I mean, it's there's different kind of movements, I guess, in the song. But
Okay.
we got the inside here. Yeah, it does have a strong Star Wars kind of sci-fi
Mhm.
feel to it, Duke. But
Sleep has
yeah,
the
there-
coolest imagery.
yeah, so there's a pretty long story behind this record, which I won't go into. But just look up. I'll do a YouTube search for a history of Dope Smoker, Sleep's Dope Smoker, and yeah, they'll get a better idea of the story behind this album. And then you have. Is that
And a
Waylon
bit,
Jennings
This
down
is
there?
a tiny trophy for a tiny seed.
You're such a dick.
Perfect.
You got to go back to the other shot, Bill.
Okay.
Get the tiny seed and the tiny trophy.
That's awesome.
So in the liner notes here, you kind of have a breakdown of the song here. So it goes, there are different parts of the song, and it shows how many, it'll say like how many times the riff is played, and it's kind of a way for them to, stay on track with the song.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And,
If you think about it, yeah, they gotta remember all that. They gotta remember an entire hour.
But this was just one.
Wow, another coloured one. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
this
color
was
would you like
the-
this record? We're going for a pea soup vibe on this one.
Yeah. Mushy peas.
So this was the re-release or repress that they did in, I forget what year this came out, but so this was like different artwork. 2012 when this was released, and I think this was maybe a different color. No, this is still on green here.
Is that on Third Man?
No, this is on Southern Lloyd Records. They didn't. Third Man was originally, they put out their latest record, The Sciences. So that's when they got sent over to the Third Man. But yeah,
What? Am I missing something? Like,
He's just giggling about his little trophy.
You're
He's
liking
so
it too,
proud.
don't
He's
lie.
so proud of it.
and this one was another record that I showed early on. I believe this might have been my first appearance on the show. So episode 2 was a band that I haven't heard anything since they released this record. It's a band called Ice Sword. And I just wanted to show this again because, one, it's an awesome record, but the illustration to this record is absolutely insane.
I was going to say it's definitely an eye sword.
Oh.
Dude. There's a tumbleweed.
yeah. The worst dad jokes ever.
Right? Man.
But, this is hand illustrated here, but it's crazy.
That is amazing.
And then you got the inside.
The guy drew all that in 15 minutes too.
Yeah. It comes with this is the liner notes here, but you got the lyric sheet, but it's a concept album. Kind of tells us a story about this guy who gets turned. He gets fooled by this wizard. He turns into a dragon, kills his whole family, and then takes revenge on the wizard. This is so good. And I haven't heard anything about the band since they put out this record, and they don't have much of a social media presence, so I don't know what is going on with this band. Hopefully they're still a band and still going to put out music. But
What is that band name again? I'm going to look that up, Bandy.
Ice Sword. And the lead singer plays the guitar in this.
Well, I was going to look it up.
He's an amazing guitarist. Come on, Bill.
I have
I am kind of interested in this too. Ice Sword is the name of the band?
Sword. Yeah, look on I don't know if they're on Spotify, but look on Bandcamp.
You know, you have a comment here about how it reminds
Tolkien.
of the Tolkien.
Oh, yeah,
I thought the
I was
same
thinking
thing.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
Like that moment when Frodo hides underneath the roots of the tree and he puts on the ring. Is that right? The same point? And and everything goes. Well, maybe that's that moment when it goes. What he sees. Maybe not. I don't know. All of it going.
It also came with some stickers here that I haven't brought myself to put on anything yet. And this one's here cool too. So he got some weird wizard in his laboratory. Yeah, listen to this. It's so good. And I'll just show one more. We'll do the Typo Negative Bloody Kisses. So this was the record that I waited on Black Friday. I stayed out. I went really early to the record store. I think I went at 3 o'clock, 2 or 3 in the morning, and waited in line to make sure I could get this because hadn't had a repress in years and was really hard to get and very expensive. So it was re-released on Roadrunner Records for Record Day, and then the year after that they just did it normally. So I'm pissed about that. But anyway, this kind of comes in a trifold record here.
Wow.
Scary band.
Yeah.
Kind of.
They terrify.
The lead singer's a giant, or he was.
Yeah, Peter Steele, rest in peace.
Wow, another colourful record.
Yeah, I'm bringing mine on here.
Is it just the genre? No, because the other one was country. That can't be right.
That one was just black, though, right?
Yeah.
But the wine one. No, that was your one, Curtis.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so mixed around now.
I think there's three discs, and then it's all on green vinyl. But this is I'm not a huge Typo Negative fan, but I absolutely love this record. They get lumped in, they're called, they're like heavy metal, but have a huge, like a big gothic feel to it. But this is, if you want to start with, and you never heard Typo Negative before, this is the record you want to start with. They do like Seals and Crofts, Summer Breeze, which you guys familiar with Seals and Crofts?
Summer Breeze makes me. Not that one, no.
Yep, that's on.
Yeah, that's
really?
the
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah. So they do. That was I believe, the single off of this record that got a bunch of airplay. So yeah, if you want to never listen to Typo Negative, this is where you start. This is probably this would be in my top 10 records of all time.
Awesome.
Jeez.
So there you go.
Out of thousands and thousands of records. Typo. Okay.
They also do in one of their other records a Neil Young cover, Cinnamon Girl. Not as good as the Seals and Crofts Summer Breeze cover. It's not that great, but it's just kind of funny. There you go.
Well, I just listened to that Summer Breeze, and it almost sounds like it's being played slow.
It's very slow.
Yeah, it's weird. Like almost like if like the tape's warped or something. It's very slow.
Yeah, he has a very unique vocals. They're very, very deep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting that he posed for a Playgirl.
Yeah. That's what I heard. Howard talks about it all the time that guess he had a really big Johnson.
Okay.
Good to know.
I'll have to tell you. The guy was a giant, apparently.
All right.
He's a big guy.
Chris Roberts,
There
do
we
you
are.
have any Johnsons to show us on you?
I couldn't follow that guy up. I got this. So, because I like these weird VHS tapes. This kind of caught my attention. Learn self-hypnosis. So,
That's brilliant.
yeah. So this dude will teach you how to hypnotize yourself. And
I do that every episode.
Oh.
Yeah, it's totally legit too. With the label.
I've had some hypnosis. It's really good. I mean, I did some for kind of like portion sizes and things like that, and I haven't had maple syrup again in my porridge. I used to have it every single morning. Maple syrup, and I just took my sugar levels down without realizing. I thought,
It was a real issue. We were getting worried about her for
all the maple.
it was just
Yeah,
it
was bad.
out of control.
Canada was calling. They were like,
They never caught those maple syrup bandits in Quebec that ripped off that huge amount of maple syrup. So
Yeah.
maybe that's
We call it pine sap, but whatever.
Yeah.
Pine sap.
And today I was at Goodwill and I got this book, Extraordinary Pigs. I'm sure I have some.
Flip open to the
ex-girlfriends.
page that you're on.
Yeah, I know. I probably got some ex-girlfriends that nominated me for this book.
Yeah.
But
Ew.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It seemed like it'd be fun to look at.
That's good bathroom reading.
Oh, dude. I mean, there's a lot of pigs in there. They're extraordinary, apparently.
Extraordinary.
Then I had this discussion, like they said, like on Charlotte's Web, and it was like, no, they don't call him extraordinary on Charlotte's Web. I'm like, yeah, they do. No, they don't. He's some pig. He's radiant.
I don't recall.
There's like 3 or 4 of them, but none of them were extraordinary, or they would have been done. That spider couldn't have wrote all that. That's ridiculous.
It was some pig. It was.
Don't spoil the ending. I'm reading the book right now. I haven't finished it.
I just reread it not too long ago. It's a good book.
It's
Holds
really
up.
good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's good. I'm ready for that feel good, ending, sending me off. Like I just read a great book and I'm really happy.
My daughter read it last year for school, and I read along with her. And I hadn't read it since I was, young. And I was surprised at how well it held up. And it's a really good book.
A teacher read it to us in class, and then I remember watching the movie. But I was like, dude, the spider! Like, spoiler alert: the spider dies.
Yeah.
And it's
Chris, I just said
bullshit. You've never seen Charlotte's Web.
Why would you ruin that? I said, and it's a sad ending.
Yeah, we were going to finish Fright Night too.
No, it's a happy ending.
You've never seen Charlotte's Web. You're lying. There's no way. Get out of here.
Acting?
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah. So I was at Thanksgiving. What was it the other day? Oh, Easter. Right. I'm not very religious. I was just invited for food, so there was people there that say, "You want to come?" I was like, "Is there food?" Yeah, okay, I'll go. And then I was sitting there talking to the host, and she was saying that she was getting rid of her records, and I was like, "Records, you say?" And she said, "Yeah." She's like, "Go through them, take whichever ones you want." A lot of it wasn't my cup of tea. I probably should have just took them all for the hell, just to help her out, because now she's stuck with the ones I didn't want. But this was the first one that caught my eye.
Milli Vanilli?
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever listen to it. Maybe I will. I don't know. But
tracks. There's some good.
You can file that right next to Kevin's Pretenders.
I don't remember that one.
Good. Hey, I was going to tell you, Curtis. I forgot. You asked about the Pretenders album.
I got it, Curtis.
Learning Oh, okay. Learning to crawl.
I missed it.
I get it now.
Milli Vanilli, Pretenders.
We don't need to go back for it.
Another great dad joke, darling.
All right. And then another one. I actually thought, I don't know why I thought this, but I thought that stupid Rock Me Amadeus was going to be on
Oh,
this.
I love that one.
Well, I do, but okay, it's not stupid, but
Amadeus.
but it's not. It's like actually like Beethoven and shit. But
That's
I mean,
good
it's
stuff.
cool. Yeah,
Or maybe Mozart?
or whoever. I said and shit. I don't know. Like, fancy guy. Mozart.
What's the difference?
Yeah, I guess that's all Mozart.
I can't believe the Amadeus.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Yeah. Imagine that.
In Austria, they have these chocolates called Mozart balls that are just brilliant, and they've got these different levels of what's it, like chocolate and marzipan and everything, and they are the thing to get. If you go to Salzburg, get the Mozart balls.
Mozart. Okay.
Yeah, remember that.
It's a double album. So, yeah. So there you go. I'm not going to pull it out because they're just black. It doesn't matter.
I think I showed that last week. That one.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right. And last one. I got the Johnny Cash Walk the Line.
Oh, that is such a good one.
Yeah, and it's really nice condition. And apparently, because I showed it to Bill, and he was just like, "Oh, it's the double I first print, some shit." I don't know. I'm like, okay. So it is the first print, apparently. It's got this little advertisement here. On the back, it kind of tells you. It's just so lame. It's like, here's how records give you more of what you want. And then it starts to like itemize how records are good for you, I guess. I'm like, this was necessary. Like, could have just put Johnny's face on there. And here's what they mean by the double I guess. So it's got the double logo, right, Bill?
Yeah, 2i.
2i. There you go, 2i.
Columbia changed their label to that in 1962.
There you go.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
There you go. Well, that's it.
All right. Well,
Chris, what records were there that you didn't get?
Oh, it was like a lot of like gospel, and I probably could have dug out something else out of it, but it was towards the tail end of the visit, and there was no other Johnny Cash, there was no blues, nothing like that. It was like religious based stuff that just wasn't my thing. I wasn't gonna, but I thought, at the end, because she was saying that she was gonna have her grandson take it to Rasputin, and I'm like, oh, that poor grandson, he's gonna go down there and they're gonna be like, we don't want this shit. Or we'll give you nothing. Right. And it's like, yeah, he might. But I just thought, because she's like, well, he can trade this stuff in and get money, can't he? And I'm looking through it. I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe. I mean,
have you ever been
to better off going to a church? What's that?
Have you ever been Rasputin Records?
Rasputin?
Yeah. You ever been to that record store? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been there. I've always heard it's a cool. It
is. I actually took some pictures I was going to send you, but the Wi-Fi was bad in there. But yeah, it's pretty cool. They got different sections. There's a lot of movies, CDs, and records. So it's all media, really. They're also starting a secondary store called Mad Monk, where now it's like the jig is up though, because you look at the sign and it's like vintage TV or vintage vinyl, vintage cassettes, vintage movies, vintage. So it's going to become a boutique. So they're going to take all the shit that slips through the cracks. It ain't going to slip through the cracks no more. It's going to go to their boutique store. So anything that's above the normal prices is going to the boutique store. So I don't know, because I've actually scored pretty well there on horror VHS and a couple of Blu-rays that were out of print that they didn't catch, but no more. I don't think so. They're doing a big reorganizing. Okay, and then one more thing, like this was the rock station in my town. It's now defunct, but I don't know if you can see that. There you go, KRZR. This was so cool, man. These dudes were like the shit. They used to have this contest because their logo became the wild hare. So it was like a basically like a drugged out rabbit. But every year they would have this wild hair contest. And I'm sure a lot of local stations do shit like this. But it was like, come out and show us your wild hair. So one year, I just happened to be at the same area that it was going on at. I forgot it was going. I wasn't going to go to it, but this lady rides by naked on a horse, and I was just like, oh, they got that wild hair thing going on over there. This one couple was walking with like this 20-foot python, and I'm like, and I saw them when I drove by them, and we went to eat, and then we were going to go to the pet store because I had a fish that would eat fish, so we had to get like feeder fish. So when we were going into the store, they right on the other side of when you walk in, there was like this long row of dog food, this huge pile of dog food, right? Stacks about 8-9 high, and well, not that, but about medium waist high. And as I was walking by, I was talking to my girlfriend, and at a corner of my eye, something moved, and I looked, and it was their fucking snake that they had brought it to the store. They went to the wild hair contest. I guess they didn't win. Then they go to the store to try to sell the snake or something.
Oh,
and they
my
just
God.
left it like just chilling. There was nobody there watching it. This
Wow.
giant. I was like, what the fuck, man? This thing was huge. And it's just like right there, just like anybody could have got like eaten by this damn snake.
Did they dump it? Were they coming back?
No, I think they were there. Like, I think at the time they were talking to the manager. I did actually see them in the store, but the point is, it's like it's not being watched. There was no way to contain it. Like, it could have just did its thing. It's a pet store. There's like all kinds of
Like
food
rabbits
there.
and things like that. Yeah.
There's like all kinds of stuff for the snake to eat. And I'm like, yeah, we're not getting feeders today. I got the hell out of there. I was like, no. I'm not going to be the feeder because that would be the ironic thing, right? I go there to get something for another animal to eat, and an animal eats me. I was like, nah.
Poetic.
It's getting flake food today. So,
Right.
Yep. So that's it.
Okay. Well, I still have yet to show any vinyl today. But we're well over 2 hours. We guys permit me? I know it's date night on the West Coast, and Kevin is way past his bedtime.
Yeah.
And you've got your announcement as well.
Yeah, just skip your records. Go right.
Yeah,
to
let's just get to the announcements.
You don't have no records. You're lying, Bill.
I had all the highlights from last year. I'll get through.
I didn't even know we were doing that. I would have pulled out my highlights. I wasn't in on the conversation.
Morning meetings, Kevin. Come on.
Like you get up in the morning.
True. Anyways, let me start with a record I did get at the thrift store. I'll just forge on ahead. You guys can jump out if you want.
$14?
Yeah.
$14.99.
And you guys remember what the single dot on the top means, right? Mono, exactly.
That's something I learned from the show.
It's in great condition. I couldn't believe it. It was under the glass. So normally something under the glass like this, they would easily have $39.99 on there, but they had $14.99. And as I said, I had my 50% off coupon. So I got for, less than $8.
Wow.
And it's just in great condition. Now the vinyl is loose in there, no sleeve.
Of course.
And it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. It's got the rainbow capital label on there. So I believe this is an original mono pressing. I'd grab that right away. No problem. I'll take that. Shockingly, it's not worth a ton of money. I thought it'd be worth a bit more. It's only, I don't know. Could probably sell it for around $30 or something. I thought it'd be worth way more being a mono rubber sole, but I actually didn't have this Beatles record, so.
You didn't have that one?
No.
Oh, that's a good
one in the collection.
Good find.
My second favorite Beatles record.
That's
There
your
you go.
second favorite?
Second favorite.
What's your first favorite?
Yeah.
Said the duck.
I know. Poor Curtis.
I know that's what Chris is tweeting right now or whatever. He took a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't tweet it. I actually just sent it to you.
Okay,
Yeah,
so last
I
year, obvious highlight when Bob Dylan releases a new album with original music. That's automatically a highlight for the year. So there you go. Rough and Rowdy Ways.
Not his best work.
One of my favorite picks from last year was this expensive $64.99 of Johnny Cash from the Bootleg series, Volume 3. This
Clear.
is like a Bandy special limited to 1,500. Now Bandy would be limited to like 50, but
No, 15.
yeah, 15.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
15.
clear vinyl, and it's all this live stuff, radio stuff, concerts, and what's quite
There's a
entertaining
lot of
about
tracks
it.
on that. Gee whiz.
Well, they're all short songs, right? Johnny Cash songs,
Yeah,
but they
that's
leave
cool.
in
It's packed with so much stuff.
they leave in a lot of the stage banter, which is a lot of fun. Johnny Cash stuff. He's very entertaining with stage banter.
I believe Miss Lobobob was asking if Rubber Soul originally came with any ephemera. I think it was Rubber Soul. Maybe.
I don't know if it would have. You guys know?
Nope.
No idea.
Probably just a sleeve on that. Capital Canada. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, let me continue. You guys know one of my favorite finds was
Oh, brilliant.
Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells. And this was the original pressing on Virgin. I can't move it over. VS2001. So I made Curtis listen to that.
That was good.
He said, who did you say the actor was that did the voiceover? You got it wrong, but
I did. It was from the second one.
yeah. And then I got a bunch of soundtracks this year.
Alan Rickman, right?
Yes.
Yes,
And I went,
Alan Rickman, yeah.
okay. He was doing a voice or something. So here's one of the soundtracks I picked up. I love the artwork. Dr. No. Looks good. He's got his arm
Oh yeah.
around there.
Make sure she don't get away.
Yeah.
It's got the Dr. No Jamaican music on there. Under the Mango Tree is on here.
I
Like,
like
Beneath
that
the
one.
mango tree.
You got
That's
three blind mice. 3 blind mice on there.
That's the
Mango
very
Tree's on
beginning.
here like 4 times. Anyways.
Three blind mice.
Mm.
And I really enjoyed finding this in the antique store. My Fonzie record.
Yay.
Oh, how fun.
Sit on it.
He's so great in Scream, right?
And yeah, this, if you remember, this opened up so you could set it on your nightstand. Has a little pull out. You know, do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you.
Oh, that's hilarious.
See?
Oh, that is brilliant.
So you can have Fonzie there.
Oh, I bet people did that though. That's the funny thing.
Bill does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right next to his bed.
How do you think he discovered that?
I found the Airplane's first album. That was a lot of fun to find that. No Grace Slick on there. It's before Grace Slick. And this is Curtis's homework because I don't think he was around when I first showed this. Shatner's Has Been.
Oh,
Hell yeah. Looking forward to that one.
Look at the price on that. Expensive. Expensive, but I've been waiting to get this on vinyl for a long time.
I can't. He just turned 90 a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
wow.
Right.
Wait, what was that
Blows
called?
My mind.
Has Been.
Has been. Okay, got it.
Wow,
That's
look at
cool.
that one. So
Wacky.
colorful.
Saved. Is that the Shatner one?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I love it. It's of his albums, this is the one. Like, I've tried to listen to his other stuff. This is the one. It's really good. And then I had found this Duane Allman and Eric Clapton Jam album. And we were wondering if it would sound like crap because it's from some off label. It's not an official release by any means, I don't think. Yeah, it's made in Europe. But
What does that mean? If it was made in Europe, it's not official.
not official.
Crazy Europeans with the unofficial music.
Yep.
But it does sound great. So
Coming from a Canadian, no less. Come on.
It's right from the studio. Well, I mean, you're just seeing there's not much to it. So we thought it would just be a plain old bootleg, but it's from the studio. It sounds great, and it is just them jamming. That's just on black. Oh, that's tight.
Uh-oh.
That
Here
is
comes a
tight.
rip.
Yeah, it's coming.
Save that guy for later.
Do it later, yeah. If we've learned anything from today, it's put the records away later.
Yes.
And I was very happy to find the little known, not many people know about this album,
Oh,
the
here we
original Chicago album when it was called Chicago Transit Authority.
With all their hits on it.
Does not have their hits.
Has all
It's
their
much
hits.
more prog rocky, and it's a really good listen.
It's an excellent representation of Chicago in the 70s.
Most people hadn't heard the tracks on this one, but
All of the songs are on the greatest hits, man.
very much unheard of. And a couple more to go here. I was very pleased to find Son of Schmielsen. So that's the other, because it has this You're Breaking My Heart song on there that killed his career. It's got the swears in it. Nielsen Schmielsen. This is the sequel to Nielsen Schmielsen. Son of Schmielsen. And finally, Matt Bandy again got me into Uncle Acid. And I made the big jump into buying it in physical, which is hard to get here in Canada. And if you guys recall, this was a big Amazon thing because they sent me a damaged one. So I ended up getting it for free.
In general.
Yeah. But it got refunded and it became
cool.
free. So
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah, I still look for more Uncle Acid stuff. Impossible to find here in Canada. But hope to find some more soon. So that is it. Wow. 2 hours and 20 minutes for the 1 hour show. Whew. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Miss Elba Bob sticking out for the whole time. It's good to see her here. Yeah.
Yes.
Leila, thanks for coming on for your very first time on the Vinyl Show.
Thank you for having me. That was
And
fun.
personally, I want to say thank you for, letting Curtiss come on for all this time, taking up his time.
He enjoys it, so it's good.
We enjoy
Something to
having
do.
him. Oh my God, we have fun with that guy.
Yeah.
Probably not going to do it anymore.
Oh, come on. Yes, you are.
1 year anniversary. So with that, there is a special announcement regarding the future of this program. We kind of think that perhaps we should open it up to stuff other than vinyl for this show.
That's crazy.
What do you think about that? I know. Unheard of, right? Perhaps maybe even
I see. Look,
change.
Kevin's like, I'm out.
Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
It's
I don't-
the end of Kevin's appearance on the Vinyl Show.
Can still be vinyl centric, but it's open to other stuff. So, Curtiss wants to show his, hair comb collection. He can do that. Kevin shows his vintage exercise equipment. And, I'll show my retro telephones. Bandy, he'll have records. No doubt about that.
Yeah. We're still
Bandy will have records.
going through his 7 inches.
But
We're at
yeah,
the
we love getting slapped around by those 7 inches. And so what I'm hoping for is that the show will continue, regardless whether our vinyl collections run out or not, because having a whole lot of fun talking to you guys and going through our collections and having a lot of fun. So I appreciate it. I want it to keep going. Hopefully you'll follow us in, a slightly new direction of the collection, unless you can think of a better name. However, I just spent so much
Our
time on
lives
the
in collecting.
look. I spent so much time on the new thumbnail. We got to keep it going. We got to make it worth it. So we'll keep going. Curtiss, thank you for joining us one more time.
Always a
Kevin?
pleasure. Thank you.
Buried on Mars, Matt Bandy, Chris Roberts, Leila, thank you again. Don't forget, everyone's info is in the description, so you can check that out. They want you to go check out their Letterboxd account and see what they're writing about.
Oh yeah.
About
I wrote
movies.
2 new reviews. I wrote the longest review.
More 5
ever.
stars. Oh,
No, but some good ones. I watched this movie called Jasper Mall. It's a documentary about the dying mall in rural Alabama.
I read that. I read
That's
that.
cool.
Yeah.
Bandy's was on a 5-star streak for quite a while. So that was entertaining.
Yeah. I either watch gold or garbage. That's pretty much my email.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, Matt Bandy. If you find that a movie is perfect, give it 5 stars. You don't have to be beholden to anyone else.
Sure. No, I'm not saying anything. Look for my review.
You're
I just
saying
watched.
Uncle Buck is not a 5-star movie?
No, I'm saying no.
100%.
Everything's fine.
There you go.
I'm saying look for my octopus teacher soon.
Oh, it's
I just watched
awesome.
that.
Yeah, that's lovely. That's
Extraordinary.
really lovely.
Extraordinary.
It's good. It's good.
It starts off slow. I must say, I thought it started off slow, but my octopus teacher, it really grabs you emotionally, which you don't usually have from. I don't usually have it quite like that from a wildlife documentary.
The big question is though, Die Hard or RoboCop?
Don't you know what you can do, Leila, is not choose. Just choose not to choose.
I have both in my head.
Choose not to run.
Die Hard is like one of my top Christmas movies. We have to watch it every Christmas. But RoboCop was a big thing for me and my brother, and like we would come into a room and go, "Thank you," and stuff like that. So, oh man, that's really hard.
Team RoboCop. She already said it.
Would you go into a room?
She was leaning towards Die Hard.
No.
Would you go into a room
and a Christmas movie?
No.
Would you go into
we only watch it on Christmas.
I got a really good joke.
Which means we watch it every year. RoboCop in every few years, maybe.
I've watched RoboCop without you quite a few
Leila,
times.
would you go into a room and say "bitches leave"?
No, but I might go. What is that? I had to kill. What is it? I had to kill Rick Morton because I made a mistake. Now it's time to erase that mistake. Is that the right name?
Close enough.
Yeah. So. And it goes, Dick, you're fired. Thank you. I just love that.
It's Bob Morton, but close enough.
Bob Morton. Yeah. Right. That's it.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, we don't have to. We can drop this conversation.
But Die Hard is amazing.
It is.
Die Hard is amazing.
It is.
Oh, well.
It is.
There you go. Hey, what was Point Break or Blues Brothers?
Yeah, now that's the real one.
That's the real question.
We all like both of those other movies.
That's not
I have seen Blues Brothers a number of times. It was a big favorite for my mum. So I've seen, and also the music in it is phenomenal.
Don't let nepotism get you. Come on now, just
Point Break I've only seen once.
That's all you need, right?
And I have all the music. I have the album of the Blues Brothers. And when I was in the Royal Variety Show as a tiny child, we danced to Bend Over, Let Me See You Take a Shelf, Shake Your Tail Feather. Which seems kind of inappropriate now.
I did have one thing to add, Kevin. I know you were like hell-bent on not watching the Justice League Snyder Cut.
Yeah, still haven't.
Now, it has gone down 1 point since I was going to make this point, but I had to take that week off. At the time, on Rotten Tomatoes by the critics, Snyder Cut was 73%. Do you know what else is 73%?
No.
The Blues Brothers.
Okay.
Boy, you got him.
I did. Just saying.
I hope you brought your aloe, Mars. This got burned.
Wow.
Put that trophy up.
I'm speechless.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Without speech.
I don't know what to say.
Blues Brothers is good though, man. That is good.
It's excellent.
So hokey.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes, it's actually Blues Brothers, hands down. Hands down.
Thank you. Yes.
Obviously.
Yeah, one of the first dates Curtiss and I had, I forgot about this. Somehow, I think it was channeled into me that I remembered all the words to the beginning. It goes, we'd like to thank you, representatives of the Illinois law enforcement. Do you remember that? And you went, oh,
community who have chosen to join us here in the Palace Hotel Ballroom at this time.
We
do sincerely hope you all enjoy the show, but please remember, people, that no matter who you are and what you do to live, thrive, and survive, there are still some things that make us all the same. You, me, them, everybody. Everybody.
Yeah, it really impressed him.
I was very impressed. That and when you knew a lot of stuff from Pete's Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how you get a guy.
That's a story for another time.
Excellent. Okay. Well, so with that, we might as well finish it off and say goodbye. Should we show the thing again, or was it too long? What do you guys think?
That sucker was long.
No, it's great. Show it again. Show it again. It's the 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, it's the anniversary. Do it. People can turn off if they want to, you know.
Kevin. Jeez. Anyways,
I can leave.
I hope you all come back. We'll see you again soon for the next one. We'll be back. We'll see you soon. Thanks, everyone.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you.
Bye, everybody.
When he sings and slowed it down like Macintosh Plus released in Photoshop, and Echo James actually came out exclusively on tape, but then people ripped it to the internet, and the